What's up, everyone? Happy Tuesday. It's Denise here. Nice to have everybody on. It is the first NXT of 2026. We got to get into some NXT New Year's Evil, and there's kind of a lot that's happening on today's show, so I feel like this is definitely going to be a fun one to talk about. So we got Obafemi versus Leon Slater, and this is for the NXT Championship. So this is kind of major. And given the fact that Obafemi is set to go to the main roster, it makes me wonder if we're going to be having a title change here tonight. Possibly, we'll see. The other match that we're going to be seeing is JC Jane versus Kendall Gray, and that is also for the NXT Women's Championship. And again, I think that there's a chance that we're also going to be seeing a title change. There's rumors that JC Jane may be getting called up to the main roster. Kendall Gray has been on fire, so I can imagine that they would also probably push Kendall Gray a whole lot. So we might see a title change there too. We're also going to be seeing Tatum Paxley versus Izzy Dame. That's a rematch. We've seen that before. And then we're also going to be seeing, speaking of rematch, Thea Hale versus Blake Monroe for the NXT North American Women's Championship. And mind you, last time she wasn't supposed to win. So I wonder if they're going to give back the title to Blake or not, considering that there's also rumors that Blake is also headed to the main roster. So we'll see what happens here tonight. I feel like this is going to be a noteworthy addition of NXT here today. So let's have a good time, everybody. And yeah, that's what we're going to do today. Have a good damn time. Hey, I also want to thank Sheldon Jackson for getting the party started up in here. Whoop, whoop, throw the hands in the air. No, seriously, Sheldon just gifted a DWO membership. Very, very cool of you, bro. Keeping the streak remains alive. Sheldon has a longer streak than The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. I'm pretty sure, Sheldon, that you also probably already beat Goldberg's streak too. Like, you got the streak going on. Thank you, Sheldon, as always. Hey, we also got Spike Hunter, who gifted a DWO membership. What's up, bro? That's 2. We got 2 DWO memberships here today. Thank you so much, Spike. Oh, man. I'm really looking forward to today's show. Let's see who's in here, by the way. I'm going to give some shout-outs while they do the preview of the show. We got Mr. Know-It-All in the building. What's up, Mr. Know-It-All? We got Arnold Nicholson Jr. in the house. What's up, Arnold? We also got Dia. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm wearing my little Target sweater today. I actually have my brand new Blake Monroe t-shirt on, but I'm a little cold. So once I get a little hot, which I usually do during the streams, then I will show off my Blake Monroe shirt once I do that. Also, we got Raphael Smith in the building. Hey, Raphael, hope you're doing good, and thank you so much for checking out today's video, Raphael. I saw your comment on YouTube, so thank you. And same to Fabian Valdez, who I also saw your comments on YouTube, so thank you so much for checking out today's video. For those of you who don't know, I've been dropping daily videos kind of every day, and usually go up a couple of hours before the live stream. Usually like anywhere between like 12 and 3 Pacific Standard Time is when I drop a video. Yeah, just trying to get them up and get them high. So yeah, thank you so much to Jalen, who's hanging out with us here today. Hey, hell yeah, we got Odd 42069 who got themselves some membership. Yes, I love it. So cool. So cool. We also got Ben Fossey in the building. What's up, Ben? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're getting a good start to the year. We also got your boy KJ back in the building. What's up, your boy? What else do we got in here? Hey, Miami Scorp is back. I hope you're looking forward to today's show, Miami Scorp. We also got Brandon Rosen. Hey, Brandon. We got Jonathan. We got Ebony.
And we are live in
Ebony. Good. Nice to have you on, Ebony.
Welcome to NXT on the CW.
All right, I'm really excited about today's show. I really hope it's good. We also got Tony in the building. Shout out to Eric Diaz. We got Future King. We got Jose Lopez in the building. We got C. Clay.
Oh, yes,
what crazy shit is Booker T going to say on commentary today? We got T Money who says it's a podcast party. Damn right it is.
Oh, yes, and you always
also, shout out to Maxwell. We got Dilda Pickle in here.
Be ready.
We also got Paul McNeil. What's up, Paul? We got Steve G. We got Jacob here.
That opportunity here tonight
we also got infamous DJ One. Thank you so much for the love, infamous.
Championship to be defended.
All right, let's see. We got Jay Grouse in the building. What's up, Jay Grouse? We also got Chris Holsinger. Shout out to Edward Perez. We got our first super chat of the day from Stephen Marchuli. Hey, Stephen. He says Kendall Gray put the rocket on that girl. Well deserved. Dude, I really hope she wins today too. Honestly, I'm rooting for her. And now that I heard that there's rumors that JC Jane is most likely getting called up, I feel even more confident that Kendall Gray might win. Also, I was thinking about how last year at New Year's Evil, we crowned 2 new champions last year. It was Julia and Obafemi. So, hey, last year's New Year's Evil saw 2 brand new world champions. What if, oh shit, she just attacked her. Oh, the match is starting right now. Wait, I kind of like this. I love the way that Blake, oh wait, I gotta show my Blake Monroe shirt. Hold on.
I can't hear you. Trying to get everything connected here.
Like, that's the whole point, right? Like, I gotta wear my Blake Monroe shirt during the Blake Monroe match. I just wasn't expecting this match to go on first. No, but seriously, okay, I like the start to this match because Blake Monroe should be pissed. She went through hell when she lost her title. He was so pissed off. So it makes me wonder, who knows? What if this match doesn't end up happening? What if the match doesn't end up happening because Blake Monroe beats the shit out of Thea? Oh my God, I don't know. I have a feeling this match is not happening.
Yes.
Who knows? Let's see if Thea Hale can continue after that attack.
How we thought this night was going to start. I mean,
so
are we even going to have?
As I was saying to Steven, last year we crowned 2 new champions. So there's a world where for this New Year's Evil we can also crown 2 new champions. Okay, Ricky Saints is okay. I don't think they're gonna do Thea Hale and Blake Monroe anymore. I think that's done with. Oh my God. That may be done with. They might be pivoting the story, everyone. Because we were like, okay, are they going to pivot with Thea Hale?
Or 6 minutes into the
go back to their original plans of Blake Monroe. Looks like they may have pivoted.
What's the old saying? You know it, always.
Why is Ricky's like, yeah, I'm doing my entrance. Screw you guys.
Blake Monroe was dragged out.
Thank you so much, Steven.
We don't necessarily.
Also, a shout out to Daryl McCluskey, who's here. We also got Miguel. What's up, Miguel? Good to have you on.
Championship matchup will not take place.
We also got Taylor Cannon in here. We got Sergio. We got the T-Money. We got Joey Gambio. We got Joseph Boza. Chris Holsinger says I actually started watching Stranger Things on Netflix. What his thoughts about Stranger Things? I'm finally gonna watch it. So there you go. The promotion worked, I guess. They at least got one person to watch Stranger Things. Also, shout out to Harold Robinson who's with us. We also got Peyton Samuels.
Well, I guess
all right, let's see what Ricky has to say.
Championship match is going to be put on pause, but I thought I would come out here and give everyone a very special gift. And what better way is that than kicking off 2026 by me?
Oh, Ricky Saints blessing us.
I know you guys feel some type of way about me, but I thought I'd at least be honest with you since it is a new year. And
I like the snake print pants he's wearing.
Last year,
very fashionable.
I really, really needed NXT.
crowd's definitely
But
letting them have
now-
it today.
NXT needs me, baby.
I mean, I do feel like NXT
And
does
that's the
need
reason
Ricky
why Javon
Saints,
Evans,
especially now
Trick
that
Williams,
everyone's
they all
leaving.
chose free agency because they knew as long as I was
Oba's
here, you
gone, or
cannot
he's about to be
compete,
gone,
or
rather.
you don't compare.
Trick's gone.
And I don't
Javon is
blame
gone.
them at all.
They all gone.
There is only room for one star and one star only, and that's me.
So right now, there really is. I
Nice.
mean, there's
Yes,
been
I
the
whooped
spot to
that,
grab
just
on the
like
men's
Most of
division.
y'all need your ass whooped too. And that kind of reminds me, the sad truth of everyone in the locker room is that I ain't going nowhere.
I like how
All
it's
those
a
athletes,
good thing,
all
but also
those
a bad
independent
thing.
guys back there, if you come at me, guess what? I'm going to send you back to where you came from in the exact same manner, because while you are talented, you're not absolute. And that's kind of what I've been saying since day one. I've been telling everybody I am exactly who I say I am.
Because I am whatever you say
And
I
I'm
am.
going to
And
keep
if I wasn't, then
proving
why
that
would I say
for
I am?
2026.
In the papers, the news,
It has
every day
been
I am.
abundantly clear to
I
me
don't know,
right
it's just
now.
the way I am.
It is natural born stars against the stars that they're trying to create, and I kind of know how this ends. And I ain't been wrong for 20 years, and I damn sure ain't gonna start right now. Which kind of brings me to
I'm wondering where this is
the
getting
main
at.
event tonight.
What is his
Leon
plan
Slater
for the
versus
year?
Obafemi. Honestly, both of you guys, I really don't care about, but look, Leon, bruh,
Diaz says
If it's
Eminem.
you,
I know,
if
I
you
know.
win, I'm gonna handle you in due time. But Oba, it's you. It is still 1-1, and that don't sit right in my spirit.
Maybe Ricky
And
will
I
take
am
back that
going
title.
to
Maybe
finish
Oba won't
what I
lose
started
tonight.
last year, because look,
I
Oba,
kind of want Oba
I
to
slip.
lose tonight,
I
right? Because we
never
already
fall.
know he's going to the main
but
roster.
I'm going to make sure, regardless of who wins, NXT is going to be in my hands, as well as the NXT Championship.
Like, can you
and
imagine how
that-
crazy it would be if Leon just won
As
today?
if you needed a reminder.
Look, if anybody from TNA
Is
were to win the
absolute.
title, it would. The only person that I would give my vote to
That's
is
certainly
Leon
a
Slater.
bold
Like,
New
I would
Year's
not give my
prediction
vote to anybody
by
else.
that man.
Leon would be
Ricky
the only
Saints.
one. A pretty decent little start there for Ricky. Kind of just it felt like it felt a little filler, but it's fine. I'm glad that he went out there and got some heat from the people and basically let the entire men's division know that it's his time and he's gonna be here and he's gonna make a name for himself. So very straightforward for Ricky today.
Tim, it's Ava. Yeah, Izzy and Tatum is first now. Just play their package. Do it. They're up first.
I kind of
NXT
that
Focus,
because
presented
like
by
that was
Progressive.
storyline kayfabe wise not planned. So I kind of like Ava sort of running amok here and trying to figure out like, hey, we got to do something. Wait. Ah, shit, it's happening right. Oh, never mind. Wrong match. I was about to say, wait, the women's match is happening right now? But it's the other women's match. So Tatum and Izzy had a match at last Piali's, I forget which one. But they're showing it right now, or they're about to. But I didn't love the format of that match the last time we saw it. So I hope that match that they put together today is far better than their PLE match. Because I thought that PLE match needed quite a bit of work. So I hope this one's better. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for today, is whether or not they kind of outdo themselves from the last time that they were, there you go, at Deadline in the ring together. BTW, I also thank you so much to Mr. GRK Chef 13 for the super chat. He says, I expect Blake Monroe to be in the Royal Rumble. Oh, hells yeah. I mean, last year we saw a lot of NXT women in the Rumble. I definitely feel like cash that prediction in,
When
Mr.
it's
GRK
my
Chef
time,
13, because you're going
and
to
I'm
the bank
rotting
on
in
that
the
one.
dirt.
I feel
The
pretty
thoughts
positive that
finally
we
get
would
to
see
my
Blake.
brain to
Ooh,
feed it.
sorry, we
They're
just saw
going to see
worms.
my memory of
Ugh.
you screaming for
Ooh.
what I'm gonna
Sorry,
do to
I
you
did
New
not
Year's
want to
Eve.
see that.
Playtime is
That threw me
over.
off. I hate
You're not
insects.
in
You guys know I hate
control,
bugs.
Izzy.
Can't even look at them. Blake Monroe says no, sorry, Mr. GRK Chef 13.
It's not
I'm
over
with you. I
until
really do
say
think
it
that
is.
Blake Monroe will be there. Alrighty, let's see what else everyone here is saying. Oh, we're on a commercial break. Dang, sometimes I forget we got commercials.
In Vegas.
I don't know how I forget, but I forget. Let's see. Let's go through some comments here.
Just tension.
How's everyone feeling today? Harold Robinson says, Denise spitting bars from Slim Shady. Because I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real. Okay, there, I'm done. I don't really know that many songs. I only know like 3 of his songs. Okay, fine, maybe a little bit more. Maybe like 5, 6, maybe 7. But it's just like, Eminem has those songs that you just know because they've been around like your entire life. So it's hard not to know them. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Arthur? He says, why are we doing Izzy versus Tatum? They're still telling the story. This is one of their stories that they still need to wrap up, because I feel like the whole goal, like to me, like the whole time, it's felt like the whole goal for this feud has been to get Izzy over. I don't know that it's happened yet. I still think that maybe Tatum is far more popular than Izzy is. But also we got Dia Ray Luden, who says HBK with the fresh format vibes for 2026. I do like that about NXT all the time. Let me mute the commercials, guys. We're on a 3-minute commercial break. So I'm going to be just chatting it up with everyone. We got Dia here. By the way, one of the things that I was going to say is that I do feel like NXT does a good job of like always trying to think of something different for the show. Granted, not everything works that they do, but I will at least give them the credit for always consistently trying something different. We also got T-Row421 who says Ricky Saints is that guy. I definitely hope that this year goes a lot better for him. I think that even though he was the NXT champion last year, it didn't really feel like a massive championship run for him. It was very short. The crowd wasn't connecting with Ricky. So I do hope that this year, now that he's a heel, I do hope that things go a little bit better for Ricky, because I'm a big fan of his. But so I'm rooting for him, but we're still a little bit a ways from where he needs to be at the moment right now on NXT. Also shout out to Sarah. We got Sarah. Hey, Sarah. Good to have you on. I always love seeing your name pop up here on the chat. We also got Al D. Silves who's with us. We got Kiwi Rob here. We got Stalking You who's also in the chat. Hey, Otto, he says 3 women's matches last night and possibly 3 tonight. Hey, it's a good start for the women, man. A lot of women's matches that are going down at the moment. We also got Blues Bagger who's with us in the stream. Thank you so much for being here on this lovely Tuesday. And let me go see what everyone else is saying. Oh, we got a couple of super chats. Thank you guys so much. Hey, we got Sammy Sawan Pai Boone. He says, do you think we will see Paige return at the Royal Rumble? You know, Sammy, I think if she were to come back at the Rumble, she would make a cool surprise, but I don't think she would probably be around for a lot. I feel like she would kind of be like if she were to come out, I think it would be like a Nikki Bella, AJ Lee kind of situation where came out, did something, and then called it a day. I can't imagine her, doing, I can't imagine her doing a lot more in WWE at the moment. I would have thought that they would have called her back a long time ago, but I guess they just didn't. And I remember last year, during the fall, I interviewed Saraya and asked her about like whether or not she was going to go to WWE, because that's like the number one question she gets asked. And she just straight up said, I don't know. They haven't asked. So, that's where they're at. I just think that right now there are so many women in WWE that it's not like they're totally clamoring for people to come back. But then again, they did bring Nikki Bella back and she has had some cool little featured spots. So Maybe, who knows? Alrighty, let me get the audio back up.
Don't miss out on the
Thank you, Sammy. We also got Coolfool 1980. What's up, Coolfool? Good to have you back on, man. He says, do you think Carlos Silva and TNA will eventually get irritated with WWE poaching all their talent? No, I don't think so, Coolfool. I feel like they know what I think they know what the game is right now, and I think right now the perks that they're getting from WWE, like that connection, I think they value that a whole lot.
Last week, what the hell?
Okay, let me see what's going on here with Blake and Ava. Let's see what they decide upon.
I made a mistake.
What if Ava tells Blake, I'm done with you?
Comes help. So go on.
What if she just tells her to leave?
Give me my North American Women's Championship.
I think she might kick her out.
Like, you're not going anywhere.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Near that title.
Oh,
Not
never mind.
only are you not getting the match, you're banned from the building.
Banned from the building? I'm banned from the building.
What if she's just banned forever to go to the main roster?
Ava putting her foot
I mean, who
down
knows how
here
long
at
she's
New
banned
Year's
for? We
Eve.
don't know. Ava didn't say. So yeah, Coolfool. I really do think that they value the perks that they get from the relationship with WWE, that they probably feel like, okay, even if they do poach some of our talent, we'll always get new talent. But I think they're kind of just taking what they can get at the moment. Also, we need to I need to shout out Tatum Paxley's outfit for today. The purple, I don't know how to describe it. She has like a purple,
Let's just be honest, everyone.
I don't even know what it is, how to describe it, but it's fucking adorable. She reminds me of a doll. She's got like this doll outfit going. I like it. Thank you so much, Coolfool. That was a really great question, man. Really great question. We got Stephen Marchuli here who says, for me, Blake wins Royal Rumble, faces Tiffany at WrestleMania. Tiffany beats Jade on the road to WrestleMania. Damn, you know, Steven, I can't agree nor disagree at the moment because I still haven't fully decided who even I think might win the Royal Rumble. I feel like I don't even really know who the front runners are at the moment, because there's so many options and so many different directions that they could go in that I'm not confident in my I'm not confident in any of my predictions for the Royal Rumble at the moment. Thank you, Steven.
You may see and notice there's no one to her right.
So hopefully this match goes a lot better with Izzy and Tatum. This is their do-over. This is their chance to win us back. If not, they're gonna have to start wrapping the storyline up. Also, hey, we got Tracy in the building. Tracy says, ooh, so you and I may have officially fallen out, Denise, because of what happened last night. We have different opinions, my boys, Jay, Steph, and Yuta, MFTs, but, oh shit, Tracy's leaving me hanging. Tracy's leaving me hanging with a cliffhanger. Tracy, I can't handle the cliffhanger. Thank you, Tracy. I'll await the rest of it.
Say, oh, it's not about jealousy. You're not too far gone to believe that.
Robert Manson says, hey, Denise, who do you think will be called up next from NXT? Well, the rumors are Blake and JC. Those are the rumors at the moment. I think with the guys, they pretty much called up everybody. The only other people that I can see being called up would be like Ethan Page later in the year. He's certainly one that I think will be called up later in the year. Ricky Saints later in the year as well. Those are probably two for the guys later in the year, considering that they just kind of called up a bunch right now. Thank you, Robert. We got Chris Robinson who says, justice for Jada Parker. Still don't know what is going on with her. Maybe she comes back today. That would be fun.
The NXT Women's
literally,
title, which will be defended later on tonight. That is everything that Izzy has done.
So hopefully she does come back today.
It is not over until she says it is over. But look, Book, this is the first match of 2026. 3 years in a row, we have kicked off New Year's Evil with action from our women's division. And last year, it was Julia, the current women's champion, with the United States title. Also, Roxanne Perez of Monday Night Raw. Stars of Raw and SmackDown are made right here in NXT.
We got let's see what we got. We got P-Town Lizard here here says Liv Morgan is favored to win the Royal Rumble, having not won the Royal Rumble. And we'll set up a dream feud with Stephanie Vaquer for WrestleMania that can carry through SummerSlam. It's interesting because I think another dream feud with the same person that you mentioned with Stephanie Vaquer and Rhea Ripley. But I'm telling you, I'm a little bit concerned about what Stephanie Vaquer might be doing around the time of WrestleMania, because I don't know, man. The fact that she wasn't in that women's commercial, it made me feel like they don't have WrestleMania plans for her. I don't know why. I just feel like if they did have WrestleMania plans for her. Oh, nice. Oh, shit. Damn, bro. Think about how hard that was to do that Tatum just did. That was pretty cool.
Well, Paxi charging right back in this time.
Oh, Tatum's like in a uncomfortable position there. Having to balance herself on one foot while like tightly on the edge. You know, Tatum
has turned this matchup around.
Tatum
bounce back.
I mean, we've seen her do that like 450, but like what I'm saying is that like Tatum has this kind of, you forget that Tatum could do some of the things that she does. Sometimes she throws some flips in there and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Tatum can do those types of stuff. I don't know why I always forget. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know, man. The fact that Stephanie wasn't on that commercial break, excuse me, it all made me feel like concerned for what the future might hold for her for specifically WrestleMania. But we all know, though, that even though it's already January, I'm pretty sure that while WWE may have some ideas of what their WrestleMania main events are and what some of the matches are, we know that shit changes all the time. Plans change all the time, and it's still too early to even say. And what we may think may happen at WrestleMania, hell, what the company may think may happen at WrestleMania, might end up going a different direction. If anything's taught us anything, is that. Anyways, thank you, P-Town. We're on a commercial break, but I got the VPN, guys, so I'm in the UK, and we are, at least if you're not able to watch and listen to the audio. We got Triple E here who says, I think Ava has more authority than Adam and Nick, and is just the head of them that everyone needs to respect. I love Ava in this role. I do. I like Ava a lot in this role. She never annoys me. She never irks me. I like her.
Oh, baby. Into the cover, hook of the leg to make it 2 in a row over Tatum and a kick out. Does that help Izzy's confidence level here tonight? Knowing
we also got, let's see, we got AR4209. Thank you so much for this super chat. This is very nice of you. Because Bianca needs to return with Jade and form a WWE version of the baddies. I did love when Jade did her baddies stuff. But no, I think for me, I don't want to see Bianca come back and be in a tag team anymore. I actually put out a video today of the 25 things that I want to see WWE do in 2026. And one of those things that I listed at the very top of the list is that when Bianca Belair comes back, I want her to be a top women's division once again. And I want her to remind people that she has some of the best women's matches that we have seen in WWE in the last, 5 years. When you think of some of those best matches, Bianca Belair is in a lot of those matches. And I feel like with her partnership with Jade, I feel like people kind of forgot and it kind of took away from Bianca. And I didn't like that. And people started to turn on her and everybody wanted her to turn into a heel. So I just feel like, no, I don't want her to come back in a tag team. I want her to come back and be the Bianca that I love, that goes out there and just does incredible stuff in the ring without having to carry somebody else and just have her do her own thing. Anyways, thank you so much off 2069 for the love, man. I appreciate that a whole lot, man. Thank you.
Looking to put away Tatum Paxi, and if you can win 2 in a row over a former NXT Women's Champion, you've done something. And for Izzy charging back in, Tatum trying to turn things around. Both women
I think this match is definitely a lot better than what we saw at Deadline too, because they're not doing the whole hey, let's hug each other in the middle of the match like 500 times, because they did that a whole lot. They did that a whole lot yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, at Deadline. They started like hugging in between the matches. I don't know. It was too much.
Tatum is only champion because
We got Tracy here who says, you shocked me, Denise. Might be hard to move past it. You just made fun of Adam's time.
How long did Tatum?
That poor man, Shane, he tried so hard. That time was amazing. Oh yeah, that was yesterday's. I did not like Adam Pearce's time. For whatever reason, it really bothered me. Because I love like fashion, and I love people's gear and wardrobe and shit like that. It's always the first thing that I notice, and usually it's like, oh man, I love this gear. This is so cool. I love this look. Like even today with Tatum, this gear really stood out to me. And for the first time with Adam Pearce yesterday and that salmon tie with the little squiggles, I was just not feeling it at all. To the point where I even said it out loud and I was like, oh no, I'm fucked. Adam Pearce, tie lovers will come for me. Thank you, Tracy.
Who are not out here at
So
this
funny.
moment. But for Tatum Paxton, when she was champion,
We got Miami Scorpion says, I like Ava too. She gets a lot of criticism for being a Nepo baby, which is unfair. Look, have you ever thought about this? Specifically with Ava. Her dad is the fucking Rock, man. Let's be real. Let's be real. If she wanted to like use a little bit more of her nepotism or like her privileges of having The Rock as her father, wouldn't you want to like be casted in a movie? Like if I was Ava, I would much rather be like, hey dad, can you like help me get cast in a movie so that I can be a movie star versus like an NXT GM? Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. We know where the money's at, baby. And it's in the movies. It's in Hollywood. And if anybody has connections, that, my friends, would be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Take another look.
Well, to me, it's like she could be asking for more, to be honest.
Tatum Paxton, I think, knocked all the wind out of her body when she landed right there. She hit it perfectly, but maybe a little too perfect.
Look,
so what's up, Scott Skywalker? We also got Arthur in here.
I just talked about the desire of revenge and redemption and being.
Yeah, I like that too. All here says no tag team. She can win all the singles mid-card titles. And I mean, if Bianca had a run at the United States Championship for the women, that would change that belt so much. Like the perspective of that belt, Bianca would change that.
Well, Izzy Dame slapping Tatum answering right back. Tatum now, some unique offense. Face first off the knee. Goes Izzy. Charging back in. Dame goes down. Tatum Paxton right now starting.
See, okay, yeah, this match is so much better than their last one. Like legit, much better. They're actually wrestling instead of let me look into your beautiful eyes and hug you and give you the ick afterwards. This is what the match should have been at Deadline.
She's PO'd as well.
Oh, ouch.
Talk about emotions are boiling out of the
We got Austin says her and Jade can run the division with a compelling story. They really can.
Covering Tatum, just getting that right shoulder up.
Hell of a kick out there by Tatum Paxton. And a hell of a powerbomb sit out there by
Hey, what's up, All Things Entertainment? Thanks for coming on, man.
Former Eastern Michigan
Says, was that a way for Blake to get called up after being dissatisfied with NXT management? It could happen. Honestly, I think so. Because who knows? Maybe, like, let's say Ava bans her, right? And then Blake Monroe defies her and still shows up in the building. So then Ava's going to be like, I'm done with you, Blake. Get out of here. You're gone from NXT forever. And then next year she's on the main roster.
Still not able to keep Tatum Paxley down.
Thought that was it right there, Vic.
You can talk about.
Fredo says you have to be a good actor to use the nepotism card in Hollywood. Do you though? Do you? Oh shit, that was brutal. Do you though? I feel like there are some people that can get away with it. I feel like there are certain people that they just don't get told no. And I can't imagine Dwayne being told no.
It is between these two women, but it could
Joseph Boza says, which brand could get Blake? I want to say SmackDown because I want to see her in there with Tiffany and all of that. But I think her personality actually Because, okay,
Beautiful.
her personality
Right to the
fits
dome.
Monday Night
Whatever
Raw,
it was
and her
very
wrestling, I
effective.
think,
And
kind
now
of
Tatum
the
Paxley
people I want to
back
see her
the
wrestle with
top.
are more on
Could be
SmackDown,
looking
I think.
to add it up for a 4.
Nice, there it is.
Didn't get all of it. Certainly got maybe enough of it. But might
So
have
Blake is
realized
just
it.
that
And this
person
is
that no
live
matter
with
where
Tatum.
she goes, she's going to
Pulling
be
up.
good. But
Izzy
I think
and
she might.
taking Dame
Ooh,
right down
I think because.
Cemetery Drive.
Oh, nice, Izzy got the win.
Puts
Yeah,
Dame
this was
down.
I hope that this is it. I think this Izzy feud should be over and done with from this point onwards.
And now, Booker,
Let's
we can say
move on,
that
babies.
it's
Let's move
over.
on. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh
And a
yeah.
weight
I
has
just
to
think
be
Blake
lifted
Monroe's
off the shoulders of
personality
Tatum
would really
Paxley.
go out on Monday
And
Night
it
Raw.
could be a big
Like, can you imagine her coming in and
2026
like
for the former NXT
giving
Women's
the eyes to
Champion.
Liv Morgan? Think about it. I think that would be kind of cool.
Après plus de 10 ans, à prouver ma valeur dans plus de 20 pays différents depuis l'âge de mes 16 ans.
Le chant des combattants, tombé sur la colline, l'union vers nos oreilles, le courage de nos ancêtres.
J'ai aidé à mettre le catch français sur la carte et je compte bien continuer sur cette lancée. L'aigle blanc est prêt à prendre son envol de Paris en France jusqu'aux États-Unis.
Nice.
Luchador, Elio Lefleur.
Okay.
is coming to NXT.
Nice.
To
All
Scott.
right. We're getting some new people. Thank God. I was just talking about it. We needed more men in the men's
Well, looking forward to
division, and
seeing
here
the
we are.
arrival of that man, but you talked about it earlier tonight, Booker. There
Are we
is the
up next?
challenger
It's Kendall
looking to
versus
add
JC
another
next.
title to her resume. This matchup is presented by Progressive.
Let's see.
There you see the champion ready and looking to add to her legacy. The NXT Women's title up for grabs next.
Okay, it's next, everybody. I do believe we might see a brand new women's NXT champion. Hopefully I'm right. I don't know. We'll see. Let's think about this. If Kendall wins, I think everyone's going to be expecting JC to go to the main roster. If JC wins and retains, that means she could still go to the main roster because, like Obafemi's champion and he's going to the main roster. And there was who else was it? There was somebody else who was champion and then was called up. Yep, it was Indy Hartwell. Yep, I remember when Indy Hartwell was champion, she then got called up like as champion. So, I mean, really anything can happen. I think a lot of people want to see Kendall Gray. I think people are yearning for a person to just have like, I think people are yearning to see somebody get skyrocketed to the moon because I see a lot of people say kind of the same thing of like, oh, strap the rocket on Kendall, strap the rocket on her. And I think people want to see it. I think that JC has been a good heel, but I don't know that the people want to see that necessarily. I think I don't know, man. I think the people just are looking other directions. They're looking to see like, what else is there? What else is going on? What is out there? And people are interested in Kendall. She's a good wrestler, and we've only gotten to see so much of her. We can still see so much more of Kendall. And she's great to look at. She looks lovely. And I think people want to see somebody like Kendall who works differently than some of the other women on the show. And when people recognize certain talent to be special and unique, you're gonna root for them and you're gonna root for them to go far. And I think that right now is Kendall. And I think Kendall, she's been getting a lot of respect and a lot of admiration from people, the people in the back and whatnot. And when that word got out to the fans, I think the fans were like, huh, nice. So like the people see it, the people in the back see it, and we see it. Cool. We're all on the same page to push this person who is a legitimate wrestler. Love it. Awesome. And so she's doing very well for herself. And I think that this one, if she does win, it will be a pretty damn cool moment. And she seems humble and she seems nice. You can't help but to want to root for someone like that. So I feel like Kendall just feels pretty cool. So we'll see what happened. We got the boy here who says a future talent is all has 100. Exactly. We got Mr. Know-It-All who says women dominating WWE TV this week. Not complaining. I'm with you, man. Because the women are money. Alrighty, let me go through some more comments here. By the way, Mr. GRK Chef, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, with all the women expected to get called up, do you think Tatum can get another run as NXT champ? I really hate that they cut her NXT championship run so short to then put it back on JC Jane, and then it didn't even make sense as to why they put it back on JC Jane. I cannot tell you anything that I remember JC doing since she got that title back. Like, honestly, someone remind me what has happened since she got the title back, because I don't remember anything. Like, legit, don't remember anything that's happened since she won the title back. So to me, it was like, okay, you took this chance with Tatum and you went for it, but then we didn't get anything out of that because you cut it so short. And then we went back to JC, but there was really no reason to go back to JC. You see what I'm saying? So it's like nobody really won in that scenario. Anyways, to answer your question, I would say yes. I think she always leaves people wanting more, and people want to see more of Tatum. Thank you, Mr. GRK Chef 13. Let me get the audio back on. We also got IGN Sucho. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, not gonna lie, let me cook here. All right. He says, not just a JC call-up, but all the Fatal Influence call-up, even though I kind of want to see Fallon as NXT champion. Look, IGN Sucho, I'm with you. The only one that I don't think is ready yet is,
I'm gonna push back.
kind of blanking on her name right now. Jesus.
With all due respect,
The third member of,
I need to prove to everyone that
forgot her fucking name.
And I need to prove that I can defend
Halsey?
it. To defend it against Blake.
Kaylee? Someone will remind me.
No, I'm not going to reward bad behavior. Okay. Blake canceled the open challenges.
Or like, Lainey, thank you so much, Glow Blue Devil. I was like, what the fuck is it? Completely blanked on Lainey's
Just let her
name.
do it.
Anyways, Lainey Reed. Okay, so they're going to do the match. All right. Are she going to do an open challenge? Okay.
It appears we will
So-
have a Women's North American Championship match, but Book is
Okay, she's going to do an open
thinking
challenge. She's
clearly.
going to do an open challenge.
Sure.
Okay.
She is.
Well, we will see
So,
who will answer
what I was
the
saying, what I was
open
going to finish saying,
challenge
IGN
later
Sucho,
tonight.
is that I think that Fallon and
But it is
JC
time to find out who walks out
are good to
with
go,
the
but I
NXT
still think that
Women's
Lainey needs to hang out on
Championship.
NXT a little bit longer.
Welcome to New Year's
Thank you,
Eve.
IGN Sucho. And they could probably find somebody else to fit that third person on Fatal Influence.
I just want to say
You know who would be good as the third person
You
of
always
Fatal
get to say
Influence?
that, so I want to say
I don't know. What do you guys
Okay, I'm
think?
glad you
Ivy
got it.
Nile.
I'm glad you got your picks in
Like, if
here.
they were to do something like
Nerves
that, just throwing it
will
out
Gray
there,
have in this match?
maybe Ivy Nile.
No, Gilbert Gray has had so much
Thank you, IGN
success
Sucho.
so soon in this
Oh,
game.
yeah, that's true. We also have the idea,
Yeah,
Joseph
it's
Bosa
like
says, amen.
having
Denise
those
Fallon and JC
butterflies,
could go up as a
getting
tag
those
team.
butterflies
That's
to
another
line up
possibility, too.
and fly straight. She's definitely
Otto
gonna be
says
back.
open challenge. Who will it be? Jordan? I think it'll be Jordan. Jordan's been hanging around a whole lot. So I also think, yeah, I agree, Arnold. I think Jordan gets Jordan's gonna answer the open challenge, and then she's gonna beat the shit out of Thea. Oh man.
Well, the challenger will have
man.
a tough test.
All right, here we go, guys. Let's see if we get a new NXT Women's Champion crowned. Let's see if it happens. By the way, that's my version of a bull. Everyone's saying Jada Parker to answer the open challenge. I mean, I don't think any of us would be mad about it. If anything, we're going to be like, hey, Jada's back. Hey. Hey. Thank you for the love, Joey Gambio. I appreciate it, man. The Stone Immaculate. Hey, dude, says Fatal Influence theme is a certified bop. I think everybody likes to do the little sway that JC does. Brandon Rosen says Jordan gets called up as the NXT Women's North American Champion. Oh, I
Women's title
forgot
has
about
changed
that,
hands
bro.
only once
I
at
forgot that
this
she's
event.
technically a
And it was
free
last
agent
year.
right now. She appeared on SmackDown.
Any
Oh,
part
I
you think
completely
the champion is
forgot because, like, I'm
overconfident
seeing her on
heading into this
NXT, so
matchup
my
against the
brain
women's
just
Iron
like,
Survivor?
I don't think so.
Brandon, you're
I think
right.
JC
You're
Jane
so
knows
right. So
the
maybe
game.
it won't be
Talk
Jordan.
about somebody
Maybe
that
it will be Jada
worked
Parker.
her ass off
I don't know.
to get to this point
I don't
right
really
here.
know anymore.
Preparation.
Whatever happens, happens.
Preparation is the only luck, Victor.
We talk about a year of opportunity.
Hey, what's up, Kevin Cabeza, bro? How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute.
WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Becky Lynch.
All right, here we go. Let's see.
Intercontinental
Let's see. New women's champ.
They all began right
New
here in
women's
NXT.
champ.
They all have been the NXT Women's Champions.
New women's champ.
Fighting over.
Just watching Kendall Gray, that little fire from Scary. You see the amateur background coming out right here. She's going to stick to her base. But I got to wonder if it's going to help her in there with a pro. I'm talking about the rock star, JCJ.
Oh, I love that JC recognized that she was in a tough position, and right away she went to grab that rope. I like that because it makes Kendall look even better.
Playing cat and mouse right now with Kendall Gray.
I want to go to maybe the mindset in this matchup for Gray. You know, what was weighing on your mind?
Kevin says, I'm good. I don't really tune into the AEW streams. Yeah, that's true. Because I haven't done the AEW streams in like 2 weeks, so I haven't seen the AEW only peaks in a while.
To this point, she's just about going out there and doing what she does best, and that's compete.
Nice. You see, guys, like, Kendall just moves different.
Challenger going right underneath.
Love it.
Ooh,
nice.
JCJ to the outside.
He's like butter, guys. Just smooth.
Yeah, right there. Gray is on the
hey, we got Bob Ross Jr. in the building. Bob, thank you, man. He says Blake seems like a person that Netflix would really love to have on their show, like they do with Liv, Rhea, Bianca, Becky. So I think she's going to Monday Night Raw. Bob, exactly. I was saying how like her personality fits Raw more. She's got the glitz, she's got the glam, and maybe like keeping her away from Tiffany Stratton. In a way, I could see them wanting to do that because a lot of people have pointed out their similarities, and they might not want two people that are so similar, on the same brand together. And yes, like the glamour and her entrance is so good, right? Yes, Bob, I 100% get. Nice. I 100% get what you're saying when it comes to Blake Monroe and her presentation and how she can fit that Raw aesthetic very nicely. Thank you, Bob, for the super chat. It's very nice of you. All right, we're on a commercial break. We got 4 minutes, actually, but I'm in the UK. Wink, wink. And we should be getting the stream back in just a second. Who else do we got in here? We got Roman Santo. Triple E here says, here we go. We got Brandon here who says, I mean, you have a point, Denise. Jordan has been hanging around Thea the whole time and advocated for her to do the challenge tonight. I just don't see her being called up with an NXT title. Yeah, maybe she goes. Maybe Thea defeats Jordan. No, whoever comes out and answers the open challenge today has to win because, one, Thea is not 100%. Two, she didn't have a chance to prepare for this opponent, so she's already at 2 disadvantages heading into this open challenge.
She burned a lot of oil, man. Expended a lot of energy right there at the outset. The thing is, I understand she wanted to try to get a quick pinfall.
We got JJ4th here says this could be a really good show. JC is so underrated. Yeah, I think today's show is going to be good. Yeah, I'm feeling like it's been pretty all right today so far. But it's been a decent start. I mean, we're on this match already. Izzy and Tatum far better than their last match, so that's good. Ricky Saints, pretty short and sweet promo, cool. An unexpected attack of Blake Monroe on Thea with Thea also,
you out here high-fiving and fist bumping the rest
having to get attacked and all of that. So yeah. Sorry, guys, I got distracted. I got a couple of text messages, and I was like, huh, who's that from?
I just threw the fist up.
I get easily distracted around here. All right. Also, we got Mark Jaramillo in the building. What's up, Mark? Hey, we got Bill. Bill, how are you, man? How's New York?
All of a sudden,
you gotta be kidding.
now you're talking about jealous.
We got MP Jono here. So I like Kendall Gray, but making her NXT Women's Champ this early before the likes of Jordan, Sloruka, and Jada Parker would seem a little unfair, to be honest. Look, honestly, what I've come to notice is that sometimes we think that certain people's trajectory is to like build up until they finally get to a certain point. But what I've noticed is that sometimes NXT just doesn't do that. They take shortcuts and things like that. Like, for example, with JC Jane, I didn't think she was going to be NXT Women's Champion over some of the names that you just mentioned right now. And there we are. Tatum Paxley, same thing. I wasn't expecting her to be NXT Women's Champion over some of the names you just mentioned. So to me, I see that as like, okay, I didn't expect those people to win the title. And Kendall is a little bit more experienced in ring wise. So that's why I think the possibility can happen, you know? Thank you, MC Jono. All right, we're back in a minute. JC Jane's working on Kendall at the moment.
Here at this event, JC Jane trying to retain the title NXT Universe right now. Really,
we got Hill here who says, great lineup on tonight's card. We got Dingo Dubs here who says NXT booking wild and unpredictable. Yeah, honestly, yeah. They like to throw
here in Orlando, Florida. JC Jane, though, ripping the challenger back down to the mat.
We got Brandon Rosen. He says, how come nobody's mentioning my girl, Lola Vice? Where's the love? I love Lola Vice. I feel like if anybody should get called up this year on the main roster, I also think that's Lola Vice. But I don't know what's going on. They haven't really they seem to be kind of holding back with Lola. Like she's out there, she's working, she's connecting with the audience, she's doing everything right. But they seem to be keeping her on the side.
NXT,
you know, like they haven't
right
embraced Lola yet. But I think it's a matter of them focusing on so many other people. But Lola is somebody that at some point will be main roster bound. In fact, I think it'll happen by the end of this year. And if it doesn't happen by this year, I will be a little surprised.
Where was
then again, a year goes by really fast, so who knows? Thank you, Brandon.
We were seeing a different side of JC Jane, who has grown leaps.
So, hey, we got SPT 1872. How are you, SPT? We also got 902 Soldier, who's here with us here today. Thank you so much for joining the stream. And we got Matt Keel. What's up, Matt? How are you, man?
I'm talking about a champion that was going to be here today.
We got Real Legend here. It says Lola Vice is doing a lot in AAA. Yes, and that I think has really helped her, in so many ways. Working with the crowd, really connecting with those kinds of crowds has, I think, really helped Lola.
She is a history maker. No one can take that away.
Doing more comedy stuff like Mr. Iguana and things like that, I think has helped Lola a lot. So that's what I meant by she's doing everything right.
For JC Jane.
Nice. So, but I just hope she doesn't get typecasted. You know what?
NXT Women's
Where they
Champion.
typecast her only in a certain section of the WWE universe. That's my only fear, that they might typecast her.
Collision course.
Both women think the same thing at the same time right there. That was just a car crash right in the middle of the ring. I don't know. That was probably a 20 miles per hour crash right here in the middle of this ring, and both ladies right now are down.
It was great. We're in this opportunity, winning the Iron Survivor Challenge, and to be honest, no one thought she could win at our last Premium Live event. Just like as you mentioned, no one thought JC Jane would retain and be quite the champion that she has become. There was a lot of doubters behind JC Jane. She's trying to silence those again here tonight. Combination offense from the champion. Challenger rock.
Damn. JC Jane nailing Kendall with those strikes, man.
I'm sure
I do feel like ever since JC won the NXT Women's Championship, I feel like she's gained a lot of confidence, and you can see it. You can actually see the confidence in her. Oh, nice! Got her with a pretty nasty headbutt.
This matchup, Kendall Gray's turning things around.
Like I say, Kendall Gray, you cannot sleep on Kendall Gray because it's hard to scout someone like Kendall Gray. She hadn't been around here long enough. But let me tell you, she's got
bring the strap down, yes. Bring the strap down.
We saw one of those suplexes. Charging back in comes Gray. And JC Jane right now was able to get out of the way the first time. The second time, not so much.
Nice.
Fatal influence right here in front of us on the outside. There's a look of concern coming over their face right now. As the challenger, big DDT from Gray out of the corner. JC Jane is rocked. This could be the moment. Into the cover.
Not yet, too.
Jane's right shoulder just able to get up at the last possible moment. Take a look at how close this was. Great job by our official, Gary Wilson. Right spot, right time, great count. He was on top of it.
Look at the Kendall Gray's eyes, man.
Look, nice. Crowd's behind Kendall a whole lot there.
Here all night.
902 Soldier says, I'm having a let's go, Kendall. Let's go, Chase. JC chat with myself.
Ren QCC could be starting the new year.
Man.
And a huge
We got Sean Hopkins here
JC
who says
Jane
Lacey Jane better
able
win
to
it big
continue this
time.
match,
What?
able to stay
Oh,
one
JC
step
Jane.
ahead.
Excuse me.
Oh, high
That's
impact
fun, no?
offense.
Funny.
Another neck breaker, if you think about it, into another cover and a kick out. And I wonder if at this juncture of the matchup, JC Jane is starting to realize something where we're at, because we've seen a couple variations of that neck breaker throughout this match.
Bob Ross says, I forgot to mention, but this episode feels like an end of an era. You know, it might be the fact that we're losing so many people on the NXT brand. I think that's what it is, Bob. That you feel like, oh shit, like so many people that we were so used to seeing are being taken away now.
So nice, a third one.
I get it. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way.
Oh,
nice. That was a nice
boot. And Jane couldn't get the three. Right shoulder.
No way.
But my word, what a knee. Take a look at, that was pinpoint precision from the champion. And I think, again, did you see the whiplash on the neck?
Yeah, so you get the eyes are getting a great roll in the back.
And we're just going to have to get used to, you know, some of the new faces that are going to be the featured people on NXT. I mean, that's what they're out here for. Parents go to the main roster at the end of the day. That's the goal.
We found out we will have an NXT North American Women's Open Challenge. The NXT title still to be defended in our main event, but this matchup continuing. JC Jane now could be in dire straits. Able to create a little bit of separation. Tried that knee again, didn't connect. Rolling through, shoulders down.
Oh, they kind of got me there for a second.
Able to kick out right into
Nice.
a submission. Armbar this time locked in.
No, okay. Get in right here. Tap. This is it. This gotta be it.
And Gray is in the bottom.
I forgot about Fatal Influence. Oh, man, suck it. Suck it, Fatal Influence. Oh, bye. Oh, yeah, there's Maddie. I forgot she's got Maddie, too. Ooh, ouch. Okay, I think now we're going to get this finish. Incoming. Okay, I feel it. Kendall's winning. You got to tap, JC. You got to tap. You got to tap. Oh, wait, she's holding on. No, that's it. Tap. That's it. She's got it locked in good. Tap, girl, tap. Ah, she should have tapped right there, man. That should have been a tap.
JC Jane has been through so many battles, and she just got caught with a super kick. Leaning up against, coming right in, and then Fallon.
No.
Rolling on court. Oh, and JC survives once again.
Damn, I thought Kendall had it. I was like, yo, Kendall's got it. She's working. She's got it. And then she didn't.
In the closing moments of
that man.
And JC retains her title.
I guess it's not an end of an era. We were just talking about it being an end of an era and getting into some, you know, new people to pay attention to. But who wants next? Who should get next? I don't know, man. I'm a little bit sad there. I was kind of hoping that we would have Kendall and have a new like champion crowned and stuff, but not today, guys. Didn't happen today. So now my prediction about two champions being crowned tonight, like they did last year, is over. With two world champions, I should say, is over. Because now the only other one is Leon, but. Non-world titles, that leaves us still with the NXT North American Championship, which is definitely changing hands today. There's no way that title doesn't change hands today. An open challenge with a non-100% Thea. Yeah, we got to get it something there. Alrighty. Hey, we got Uncle Donk. Uncle Donk, thank you so much for this awesome super chat. Says, good evening. Kendall's so clean in the ring. She's got the prototypical face personality. Personally, I think she's got one of the highest upsides in main roster, not taking away any respect from other talent. No, of course not, man. Look, I was saying earlier that when fans recognize a wrestler that is a wrestler kind of wrestler, they tend to get more respect. And her going in there and being able to do the suplexes that she does, being able to move in the ring the way she does, that gains people's respect, man. And that's the fastest way to anybody's heart, is by being a great fucking wrestler. And Kendall is working her way there. Of course, she's still like any other person. She still has got, a work to do and whatnot, but she'll get there. Like, she's already far ahead, more so than a lot of the other women on the roster for NXT. And people respect that. People like that. And I think that's where we're at with Kendall right now, where I think people are going to be excited to see how she ends up developing as a wrestler. And what I hope is that we see her work with people that are only going to help her get better. She needs to work with people that are really experienced, because those experienced people are going to help her reach her max potential. Her working with anybody else that's like not as good is, sure, she'll get her reps and whatnot, but she needs to work with people that are even better to keep her, to help her reach that full potential. Because if she keeps going, in the next couple of years, she could be that person like a Bailey. She could be a Bianca Belair. She could be, a Sasha Banks. She could be, those kinds of names of people on the roster, like a Lyra Valkyria, the Io Sky, those girls that we know are wrestlers. Kendall in the next couple of years could be that person with the proper, I should not say proper, but the with the experience, right? With the time to work with skilled wrestlers. Thank you so much, Uncle Donk. Really great super chat. Uncle Donk also says, not in the main roster. Fatal Influence should be called up. Yeah, I would say earlier someone said that they should all be called up together. I'm a big fan of Fallon Henley. I would love to see her get that moment too. The only one that I still think needs a little time to cook more on NXT is Lainey. Alrighty, let's see what we can
in
here.
a city near you. Visit
WWE.com/events
for a full schedule and
nice. Knoxville, Tennessee, Birmingham. Oh no, these are, I think these are their live shows, aren't they? I don't know. I'm not sure if it's their like live shows or their actual shows, like TV shows. Who knows? Thank you, Uncle Donk.
Later tonight here at New Year's Eve.
Yo, I'm gonna scream if Leon Slater wins tonight.
Person I want to see right now.
Who is it?
What do you want?
Ethan Page. I guessed it.
My historic title reign as North American
I mean,
champion,
they have a lot of beef,
especially after
they're
my
like
very
they argue like brother and
successful
sister.
TNA's largest and most dangerous competitor, Moose. At the end of the year, adding one more title match that I won in 2025, making me a record setter. 12 title match victories in the entire year. You're welcome.
Oh, so you're not going to mention how you're tied with Obafemi, Dominic Mysterio, and Stephanie Vicker? It's all about you, Princess.
Just
Princess.
So I didn't want to embarrass you and mention all of the title defenses you made me have on live events. You know what, Ava? You are clearly in a bad mood. You're having a rough day. Let me finish my thoughts in the ring and get out of your hair.
You're just going to leave? You're not going to throw a tantrum like every other time?
Nope. I'm going to afford you the privilege of me leaving.
There's no catch. Something's off.
Take it or leave it, Ava. There's absolutely no catch. Ethan Page will be leaving your office so that the boys can come on in.
There it is.
Ava, let me reintroduce you to the future of your brand.
The Vanity Project.
Gentlemen,
We've seen a couple of these guys appear before, but I don't know their names though.
What?
I think we should talk 2026.
He kind of looks like Riley Osborne.
Well, let's talk
Remember
about
Riley Osborne?
The
Guy in the middle kind of looks like him. That might be him, actually. Oh, wait, I don't know. They all look the same to me.
On Tubi,
They all just look like young little boys. I don't know. I need them to like sit them down and like tell me specifically all of their names and tell me specifically about all of them, because like I don't keep up with the ball. So I don't know, man.
For the NXT Women North American
All right, Thea Hale. Poor thing is about to lose her championship belt. But who? The open challenge. Who will answer her open challenge? That, my friends, is the
Obvious
question.
is what you can see on your screen.
Sheldon.
Wrist,
Sheldon here says
ribs,
JC Mahal as
the
NXT
entire
Women's
body
Champion
of the
is a complete
champion,
effing joke.
medically cleared.
What a
She wants to
disgrace.
defend
Us fans
this title
deserves
her
better
night
than JC as
Blake
champion.
Monroe
This title needs
attacking her from
prestige
behind,
ASAP.
putting her into the
Well,
safety barricade.
Sheldon, I hate to break it to
Blake
you,
Monroe
but
has been sent
we kind
packing
of have a lot
for
of
the
people
night.
that are
She is out
starting
of the
to get
building.
on board
Who
with
will
JC Jane.
answer the open
A lot of
challenge?
people that are kind of digging what she's bringing to the table. But yeah, I do think that people were excited about Kendall, though. Just didn't happen today, man.
Spoke about
Thank you,
that
Sheldon.
before. And I'm devastated that Blake attacked me like that because nobody wanted this match as much as I did.
How sad.
I promised the WWE Universe a championship match tonight. And damn it, I'm going to give it to you because I need to prove to myself and everyone else here that I deserve the NXT Women's North American Championship. So with that being said, open challenges.
Someone just really loudly said Jada's name.
Come on out here. First one in the ring gets a shot at this championship.
All right, let's see if it's Jordan or a surprise person.
Well, who's going to make it to the ring first? I mean, you got to admire
Let's
the
see.
moxie of Thea Hale. As we saw
They're
this
doing
one
the
coming.
thing where
Referees
they're
are
gonna
have
do the
to
thing
control
where
the
like
entire
everybody comes
women's
out,
locker room.
but then
Nikki
like
Alliance is there. I see Carmen
behind.
Petrovich. I believe that's Wendy
Let's
Chu
see.
from Evolve. And
Wait, is that Tatum?
Chainsaw.
Oh shit, it's Tatum with a chainsaw. Nope, someone's coming from behind.
Tatum holding
It's Izzy.
everybody's
Is
back.
it
Wait a
Izzy?
minute.
I think it's Izzy. Yeah. So Izzy's taking her.
Izzy Dane.
Oh no.
Sean Spears just threw Dallas Hardman into the ring.
Oh, that's kind of that's kind of a letdown.
Izzy Dane's right to the open challenge. Wow.
Oh yeah, they're having Izzy Dame win today.
You got a night off. When you get a night off,
I was about to say Tatum out here with a chainsaw. Hey.
Well, Izzy Dame is not.
But yeah, I think we all knew they were gonna do the whole somebody comes from attacks from behind because they've done that like the last 3 times for their open challenges. Basically, any time that they have a roster coming out like that together all at once, you know somebody's coming from behind. But I don't know, man. Now I don't want Thea to lose. I want Thea to win. Sorry. Let's go, Thea. Although, come on. Like I literally was saying that it's like guaranteed she's gonna lose today.
I don't know what she's thinking. To be fair,
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
General manager Thea Hale, big right hand in her body, just literally collapsed.
Oh my gosh, the crowd's chanting. We want either Tatum or Jadam.
Well, there's a lot
I
of
think they're
those
saying
that doubt
Tatum.
The legitimacy of her win.
The crowd is just like, pass.
The check is coming in the mail. I mean, you get big money when you got gold around your waist.
Well, looking for the counter, but
well, I did say earlier that it looks like they're really pushing Izzy.
Back up, going
so
right
I guess
this
is their way.
Counter, shoulders down, and no. Well, that would have been a 2-time loser for Izzy Dame, who swings, who misses. Thea Hale now
and Izzy also lost earlier today. Oh God!
Right into that top
turnbuckle. Goes from that loss
and then a big power slam. Davey Boy
I don't really know what
into the
to say.
cover and another.
I'm almost hoping that Blake Monroe comes out and like gets involved in this match.
By the end of the night.
Because again, I know she's banned from the building, but come on, no wrestler that's banned from a building ever stays banned from the building. But we will see. I don't know, man. We'll see. Man. Paradise says the crowd is going to the concession stands. I don't know. I don't see anybody doing that, actually. And with NXT, it's far more noticeable if they did, because it's so much smaller.
place.
But,
Yeah,
man.
As he saw
This is a little bit of a bummer.
Jordan Grace put this match together.
Yeah, Brandon Rosen. Brandon, thank you for the super chat. He says, I called it. Tatum's win wasn't it. They're tied 1-1. Izzy wins the North American title bout, and then Tatum beats her for it later. Yeah, Brandon, you might be on to that. I think you might be right with that. Ah, what a bummer. I'm sorry. Like, no one, like, I don't know why, but, like, people are just like, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I think it feels a little bit,
Of course it is.
I think there are certain wrestlers that, naturally get over with the audience, and then there's the wrestlers that you know are being pushed by the office. Like, they're chosen people by the office, not chosen people by the fans. I think Izzy right now is chosen by the office, not by the fans. Eventually, she could be chosen by the fans, but not right now. I think right now it's more about the office really liking Izzy. But I think what Brandon just said might turn out to be true. We got Sheldon Jackson. Thank you, Brandon. Sheldon here says, if JC did this with the NXT North American Championship, I would be completely fine with it, because then we saw the build towards her as the champ. Right. Like, they kind of, you know, earlier we were talking, someone had mentioned that they didn't see Kendall winning because he'd be winning against some other people. And I totally get that logic. When we've had JC as champ, we've even had, as much as I love Tatum as a person on the show, I don't think she should have been champion before Soruka or before Jordan Grace or before Blake Monroe. And that's exactly how I felt about, like, JC Janus. Wow, I was about to say Jason Mahal. Sheldon. I was like, you've said it so many times, it's starting to stick. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with all of it. I'm a little bit, I guess you can say, I think my criticism is more so that I'm just a little bit bored with the NXT Women's Championship picture at the moment. And I was hoping to be excited about the NXT North American Women's Championship picture, but now I might be a little bit bored with it. So that's not good, because I don't want to be bored with any of the title pictures at the moment. Thank you, Sheldon. We also got Fredo here who says Braun Breaker pulling a Taker, getting his curl pushed. Aw, Fredo.
Get a second, third, and fourth win in this matchup.
Fredo.
Overcome the odds.
You're going
Can
to
Thea
most
retain
savage
her women's North American
super
title?
chat of the day. I want to make a graphic for that, though. If I make a graphic for most savage super chat of the day, what should be on the graphic? Like, who would you guys consider someone that is savage? Oh, like Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre? I can make like a Drew McIntyre savage graphic. Hey, what's up, Aiden? He says, just putting in for the vibes. I'm handing you the vibes, bro. Here are the vibes.
Earlier this evening, as Tatum picked up a big win, but she beat Tatum in the
We got Vicious Minutes Hour who says SmackDown only got an extra hour. They are hardly using a lot of their talent. Where are these call-ups going? Honestly, I feel like the call-ups that they got, they can definitely, they have time to showcase them. I know that means that certain people won't be shown, but at this point, it's like the cream's got to rise to the cream rises to the top. Right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's saying it.
Have to admire the fight in Thea Hale.
You know how it is, guys.
Right under the
Block and block, TV time.
Not at 100%. Wrist, ribs, everything hurting right now.
Let's not keep going back to that, Vic. Like I say, Thea Hale, she asked for this. She wanted to go out here and defend.
Yeah, Paradise says Denise brings up a good point. Sometimes the performers are chosen by the office, and sometimes they're chosen by the fans. It's best when it's both. Amen. When it's both, that means the stars align and we can all hug and all together.
Becoming a champion, finally has gold around her waist. Yes, it's only been a few weeks, but she wants to start building her own legacy. On the topic of titles, the NXT Championship still be defended tonight.
You might have just taken Fredo's most savage award for the day. Man, thank you, 902 Soldier.
Thea Hale understand the game. She probably would have been champion a long time.
Yeah, 902 Soldier also says surprised this match lasted this long. Yeah, I was actually expecting a pretty quick outcome for this.
About can she go out here and get a win on those men? That's the question.
A little too
So shout out to SM's column. We got Marshman. We got DJ.
Big shot.
Boot. Cover. Do we have a new champion in that left shoulder? Just getting up. Look at the welts on the body of Thea Hale. Shots.
I feel like now that it's gone as long as it has, it makes me want to see Thea win. But there's no give Izzy a full loss in this show. If you can do that to Izzy, that'd be messed up.
As this match is continuing, looking for possibly Dame over, but it's countered. Looking for the Kimura lock. Thea Hale trying to overpower Izzy.
Hey, what's up, Amon? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well.
Going into the safety barricade.
We got Triple E. He says, "Is this match still going?" Yup.
By Izzy Dame.
Talked about that arm bar right there. Thea Hale cannot be a one-trick pony in this bitch. You got to have more than one little tool in your toolbox, Vic.
Whoa, and an exploder out of the corner. I don't know where Thea got.
Yep, I agree with Infamous DJ one who says not a bad match. Yep, I'm with you.
She's got to keep her foot on the gas. And Thea looking out, and Thea Hale. Oh no.
Caught.
Got caught. Hey.
Oh baby.
Ooh, slammed. Caught and slammed.
And our official allowing it to happen. He knows it's a championship match, but Izzy should know she's got to get Thea back into the ring. The referee's at 4. She won't win the title on a countout.
Oh God, please don't do a count out thing. Don't do that.
Do
not do that.
In the ring. There's your GPS guiding Izzy Dame in this matchup, and almost Thea Hale.
Sean Spears knows. Sean knows how close we are to capturing gold here for the family, man. It's all about the family.
Now they're a family, and I understand you use the word we. So
God, Aiden says, then who wins the year as NXT Men's Champion? Oh, and Women's Champion. Oh God, I don't even know at the end of the year.
The champion pulling herself up.
I don't even know who's going to be on the roster by then. With how much NXT changes. And they're already starting to incorporate these new people.
Come on,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Disqualification could come in play right here.
Well, you talk about the officials. You need to go back and look at the rule book because that wouldn't be a disqualification. Looking for the Kimura right now is Thea Hale. Thea on top. Referee's in great position. Can she lock in the Kimura? Obviously can't get a submission in the ropes, but obviously can inflict some damage. But wait a minute. Izzy, no way! A super Dame over.
That's it.
Hell
wow.
No.
Wow.
What everyone thought was going to happen happened. Well, at least now we know Blake Monroe is totally getting called upside. They were not about to have her championship
to the
somebody else if Blake
of the
wasn't
NXT
called
universe.
up. So, in case you're looking for something to be really excited about, look forward to Blake Monroe on that main roster. Robert says, and the crowd goes mild. Bro, I didn't even have a reaction. I was just like, nice. Like, no reaction whatsoever. But hey, at least, like I said, that means Blake is totally going to the main roster. They would not have given her title away. Hey, what's up, Kenty? Thanks for joining the stream. Hope you're doing well.
North American woman.
We got Infamous DJ one who says, Blake's getting the call. Ring, ring.
Just took another twist for Izzy Dame.
We got the boy here says, making the fans with these title changes. Yeah, today's opposite day. Like, whatever the fans want, we're not getting. Oh my God, it's opposite day. Lola, yay. Lola, girl, you got to do something about all this madness. Yeah, today's opposite day.
Mamacita.
What we do as always. Yeah, you know, Dr. Thirst could
Oh no, they're not. They are so out of their range.
Weirdo somewhere else. Yeah, weirdo. Listen. We don't have time for this right now. The vibe's not it. The vibe's not it. So we're not it.
He's in the middle of getting turned down. So he's in the middle.
Hasta la go-go, mama.
That's also
What?
I take the
What?
Listen, I didn't think NXT needed any more resident douchebags, but I think we got them, guys.
We got them.
Mendito, I didn't want to embarrass them on their first day, but they were maybe 5 seconds away from getting knocked out.
Yeah, would have served them well.
So did y'all just see what happened?
Oh, yeah. Izzy Dame becoming the new North American champion. Wild.
Opportunistic, though, too.
Yeah, and guess who beat her ass a few weeks ago? Lola Vice. This puts me in the title picture if you're asking me, but first, I need to take care of Kalani Jordan.
Oh, is that happening today? I didn't realize that was happening today.
Hey, but luckily our hermana is no stranger to kicking ass and taking names, Hank.
Our hermana.
And I'm gonna make Kalani feel that being a gymnast with a little attitude is very different than being a professionally trained fighter.
Of course you're talking about me. Oh, damn. Oh, not the shoe. Oh, yeah, go. No, don't separate them. Come on. I swear to God, we can never get a fucking brawl. We can't get a brawl to save our damn lives.
I'm not here to sing.
Piss me
I'm not
off,
here to play
man.
guitar. Today,
I swear.
I'm looking for
I'm mad. I'm in a bad mood now.
That's right, Dark State.
Hey,
They
I'm
ruined
telling
my
you, it's
concert.
opposite
They
day.
Beat me up. They
Everything
threw me
we
through the air,
want.
so now I am sick of Dark
God.
State's nonsense. I want the leader. I want Dio Lennox, and I want him next week in a no disqualification match.
Okay, hold on. Look, I love your determination, and I get it. I do. But Joe, it's Dark State. If I give you a no DQ match against
Oh, man, I
your
forgot about Dark
any
State.
member,
Forgot they
it's just gonna
existed.
turn into a handicap match.
Okay. What if I can find a couple of badasses to make sure it's just me?
Okay. Who are the badasses?
That could work. If you can find them, I'll sign off on the match.
Who do you think he's getting?
I'm on it.
That could be fun. See who he finds. Unless he gets those little boys. He might just get the little boys. What are they called again? I forgot their names. Sorry. I'm just going to call them the... I'm sorry, but they look like my little cousins. Like, legit, that's what my little cousins look like. So I see them as, like... I see them as little boys. Oh, my God. Officially at that age. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, the Vanity Project. There you go. Oh, it's going to take me a while to get used to that. The Vanity Project. I'm going to forget that name at least 500 times. So it's best that I'll try to remember their names. I will try. An effort will be made. An effort will be made. Tracy says Ken rejects. Okay, I'm not even going to lie to you. I did have like those, you know, this little, the little kid, the little Ken, not the Ken dolls, but the children. When I was a little girl, I had the little children, the boy children, and they looked just like that. Like the one with the blonde hair with the split and the bangs. I had that doll of him, essentially. Oh, man. Oh, Dia says they are boys. All they got is that cell phone bill and gym membership. That is hilarious. Oh my God. SLMX says they look like babies. They do. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to take them serious. Like, I need to see them because I haven't really seen them wrestle. Maybe like 1 or 2 matches, but that was some like a while back on NXT, whenever it is they appeared that one time. So I need to see them in a different light because right now I just see them as like little boys. I need to have that perspective change. I need to see them at least like guys, you know, like guys. That's what I need to see them as. So hopefully they change my perception soon. We got Brandon Rosen. Thank you, Brandon. He says, with all the call-ups, the NXT roster will be decimated. I foresee a lean time for the brand. The men's division looks especially thin. Thoughts? Oh, this was my fear for a while. By the way, the video that I put out today of the 25 things that I want to see in WWE 2026, that was one of the bullet points that I mentioned was the men's NXT division. I am super concerned about the men's NXT division with Oba being gone, with Javon being gone, with Trick being gone. I mean, right now, the only 2 that I would say are kind of like something to look forward to are Ethan Page and Ricky Saints. That's not leaving us with too much. Mind you, those 2 guys already feuded. I'm trying to think who else is there. Someone remind me of who I'm forgetting. But in terms of like bigger names, those would be it. So I'm just feeling a little bit, I'm feeling a little bit nervous for the men's division. But I guess we got to just, you know, eventually something will pop up. So we'll see what happens. Thank you, Brandon. We got Sheldon Jackson here who says, Izzy wins and 0 reaction from the crowd tells you everything you need to know. The crowd got so quiet, you could hear a pin drop just wow. Yeah, earlier, that's what I was saying, Sheldon, that the crowd hasn't connected with Izzy. and she's been a character on the show for a while. She's gotten enough TV time to where you would think that they would, but it just hasn't happened yet. Thank you so much, Sheldon. We got Uncle Donk here who says Javon should have stayed in NXT. Seems like men's division is lacking talent. Look, I know that it's hard for us to let go of some of these people because we watch NXT on a weekly basis, so having them be gone sucks, but we can't hold them back because other people aren't catching up. You know what I'm saying? Keeping Javon on NXT when he's good to go to the main roster would be like a punishment. And I'm not saying that because, it's a punishment to be on NXT, but if the dude's ready to go to the main roster, then bro is ready. But yeah, man, and I had feared that this would happen, and now we're here. We're in it. We also, let me get the volume
This
back.
Sunday, as we're
And Tracy says, how dare you? Dark State is right there. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, but
ladies and gentlemen, I find it fitting we ring in the new year by celebrating the most dominant superstar of 2025.
That's it. Time is up, guys. We don't got no times for seasoning.
Ego,
the time is up. You're in the WWE. You're on NXT. Get your shit together and fucking work.
List of accolades.
Let's
last
go.
Week.
Thank you, Tracy.
Game Hunter. Because I backed
Pope says
myself
Ricky
a
Singh,
moose.
Quan Sugars, Ethan Page, and Tony D. No, oh yeah, Tony D. I forgot Tony D. Sorry, I think because Tony D was gone for a while. And Tony D's not a strong wrestler. He's a cool character, but not a strong wrestler. So
alive. Now, folks,
Brian Cedric says, let's go Dark State.
In a few short moments, Oba Femi will defend his
Miles
championship
Bourne,
against Leon Slater. And make no mistake about it, everybody, those men, they are not.
Aiden says Dark State sounds like you're right for the state of the NXT men's division.
The North American Championship.
Crazy
is
stuff.
The most prestigious championship, not only in NXT, but all of WWE.
Ray says all hail Dark State. Oh man.
And that championship that Oba Femi holds.
And I'm pretty sure Ethan Page is going to be.
You know, I find
he's going to be called up in the draft, I
that
imagine.
That man is apparently our world champion and only defends his title in
I forgot about
one
Lexus
part
King.
of
He's
North
there.
America. Whereas I have defended my North American championship against many challengers from many countries and many companies and many brands. And I find myself to be a bit of a globetrotter. So I guess that would make me, ironically, an international icon.
Oh, God. He's just giving himself every nickname.
In 2026,
oh my gosh, guys, there's a guy. Oh, okay, never mind. He woke up.
Come on, man.
Do you guys see that guy in the front? He was like this right now.
Yay.
Okay.
Why you out here pumping
Literally.
like you the only
I'm not
NXT
kidding you.
champion that matters?
Jasper Troy.
Don't get it twisted.
He's all right.
You ain't the only one that
Still
dominated
really
in
new.
2025. And in 2026, I'm out to prove that Jasper Troy is not only the best big man in NXT, is that I'm the monster of NXT. Hey, you don't gotta come in here.
I haven't made my mind up about Jasper Troy. I'm on the fence. But
It's
I
like
don't
this,
I don't
I ran through LFG like a bulldozer and snatched this
he's
beat
not on
from
my
him.
Dark State list, you know? He's not
This
on my
may be
Chase
the
U
first
list.
title I hold
He's got a
this year.
chance. He's got a chance to land a spot in my heart. Oh yeah, I forgot about Josh Briggs too. Yeah, Josh
Jasper, don't
Briggs.
say something stupid
People,
like
the
that
NXT
ever
people
again.
don't like Josh Briggs.
You ain't on my level.
They don't like him.
You
I
ain't
like
on my
him.
level.
NXT fans don't
No
like
one
him.
is. You are not the best big man in NXT.
Harold
The
says, I
man
never heard
is.
Jasper Troy
So
talk.
shut your damn mouth.
I think I did just because I watched LFG, but he doesn't talk very often.
Hey, and Ethan, stop wasting your time.
Guys,
with
this is
losers
our
like
NXT
Miles
men's
Bourne.
division. We're just talking about it.
delusional.
This is basically where we're at right
Almost as
now.
delusional as these mouth breathers in
Really
the
nice
audience
sweater
that are
Josh
yelling at me
Briggs is
right now.
wearing.
Compare me to
Nice
that.
red sweater.
Josh.
Oh, I forgot about Channing
I
Stacks.
hate to interrupt
this cannoli measuring contest.
He's doing some
you
fun
guys are
stuff on
having.
TNA. I like the angle
we
that
got
they're
some
running with
unfinished
Santino,
business, don't we, Ethan?
her dad. They're doing like a Dominic
talk about
Mysterio, Rey
importance.
Mysterio thing on TNA
After
with
all that has
Ariana
happened
and Santino.
between NXT
She
and TNA
gave
last
Santino
year,
a low blow.
I'm the only person.
So their
from
TNA
NXT
storyline is better than
carrying
whatever they're
TNA
doing here on
gold.
NXT.
And you want to call yourself an international icon? Adjust your glasses, pal. I'm as international as it gets. I'm the TNA International Champion.
I feel like they heard us talking about
Now,
the men's
Josh,
division,
Jasper,
and they said, bet, we're going to
wanna
throw you guys
argue about
everyone we
who's
have out
bigger?
there, just FYI.
With my beautiful, exotic queen by my side, racking up victories in NXT and TNA, we're as big as it gets.
Well, who else will take
I
an
forgot about Shiloh
opportunity
Hill,
to
too.
interrupt Ethan Page? Stacks, man.
Oh, I forgot about all these
I'm
people.
so glad to see you're in a better mood
Everyone
than you
that
were
comes
last time I
out, I'm
saw
like,
you.
oh yeah, I forgot about this person. Oh, I forgot about
I was
that
a little worried
person.
that maybe I ruined your Christmas with that Christmas chaos
I hope
action.
I remember everyone later on in this segment
here's the
when I'm
thing.
covering it.
After that victory, your father-in-law and Ava had a little conversation.
Trying to remember everyone right
And
now.
it looks like the
Jasper,
TNA International Championship
Ethan,
reign is going to be real short.
Shiloh, Josh,
Next
Channing.
week, it's you and me right here, one-on-one for that title.
Santino did that, huh?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna.
Okay, Shiloh!
Tavion Heights.
This right here.
He's got good energy. Tavion's got good energy.
Hey, it's a new year. We got new champs, rightfully so. But Shiloh, if I may,
Bobster says,
you were saying, but I feel like
turned
it's
the
missing
volume
a little
down.
bit. It needs just
DJ
some more.
says it keeps getting
Me.
worse.
You know what I mean?
Oh
I'm
man,
about to fix that
guys.
right now.
Oh,
Don't you even worry, all
man.
right? Because next week, you, Jasper, you're going to be flying Air Heights. And the next time I leave this venue,
Yeah,
it's
we
gonna be
need
as
some.
the new NXT Speed Champion.
Okay, I've had about enough of this. And honestly, I'm a little shocked that your big ass is going to let him speak to you that way, especially the last time you came close to a championship. Buddy, you dropped the ball.
Ethan.
Oh! Well,
Fight.
that's inadvertent.
Here
But
we
now-
go.
Oh, I think the chaos is continuing, and Ava's not going to like what she sees, and the same can be said for Ethan Page.
Yeah, this is
Whoa!
It's right
Yeah, I mean they're
there.
letting us
I
know
won't
who the men's division is going to be
Jasper
focused
Gray
on
for
moving
the Speed
forward.
Championship next week. It's Shiloh Hill just depleting Briggs. Hey! Action spilling over here. Hill
Like,
wiped out Stacks.
we
And
still
that
need to
match
see
will
more.
happen,
I
and
love.
Stacks
Oh,
can
that's
retain
funny.
this Thursday.
Oh,
against Steve
hey,
Macklin.
what's going on here? What are you doing?
Oh, my
Oh!
That was his tooth. Did his tooth just fall out? Oh my, I just gagged. His Stacks went flying. What in the hell?
That is like some Vince
going on?
McMahon comedy right there, by the way.
New Year's
The
Evil
tooth falling
has
off on a
been
woman
unpredictable.
that a man is supposedly trying to charm. That is like totally Vince McMahon comedy right there, I feel.
And we're not done quite yet.
Oh,
because we still have
God.
one more championship.
Hi,
to be defended.
Leon. I
The
like
youngest in
Leon.
charge. Could he make
I like
some history?
Leon.
NXT title to be defended.
Can we root for
in our main
Leon?
event tonight.
Joe Montez says I can't with the tooth. I agree. I can't. There's too much focus on it. It turns me like it makes me not give him a fair chance as a competitor because you keep flashing the tooth thing at me. And so I'm not looking at him as a wrestler. I'm looking at him as like a freak act instead of a wrestler. I'm seeing him as a freak act. And I don't know how I feel about that. I didn't freak acts don't really get over with me. It's not really my thing, so I don't really know what to say. Really don't know what to say there. Man, Stone Immaculate says this might be the worst NXT segment of all time. No, you know which one was the worst NXT segment where I nearly passed? Well, what was it? Who remembers really early on NXT 2.0? and they had like a poker segment with Chase U. And I don't remember what else happened in it, but they did this live poker segment in the ring. That I was like, bro, what am I watching? That was one of my least favorite things that I remember from the NXT 2.0 era. There were some other things that I was like, I don't really know what's happening here, but I'm watching. But yeah, everyone's like, oh, I remember that. Right. I would that had me like, what? I think that's where my like dislike of Chase U came from, was that poker segment. I don't know. Harold Robinson says a comedy gimmick or act with his tooth, it's hard to take Shiloh seriously. Exactly. I feel like if they just didn't focus on the tooth, just let him get over with his personality. I liked the skits that he was doing, like the ones where he was, by his computer and he was talking all these crazy stories. I liked that. That I could get into. But this whole no, it's not for me. But yeah, Durant says I knew Denise would say something would Chase U. Bro, that poker segment nearly took me out. Oh my gosh. Let's see. What do we got? Let's see. We got Uncle Donk here who says, thank you, Uncle Donk, by the way, for the love. He says, maybe NXT should go back to being a legit development brand. Well, I mean, it is. It's just that, when you're on TV, you gotta be good, man. Like the fact that it's on TV, on the CW, you need to be a certain level of good. The new development brand is Evolve. Like Evolve is now the place where people are evolving. Thank you, Uncle Donk. We got Bob Ross Jr. here who says, I understand they had to pivot because Blake is about to get called up, but surely there were better ideas than what we are seeing, right? Not? I mean, yeah, there's more popular people on the show. Lola, Jada Parker, there's a couple of others I'm not even thinking about right now, but I feel like there were some hopefully better options, but man, that's where we're at. Thank you, Bob. We got Andrew Cool here who says, should the Jets go all in on Lamar freaking Jackson? Honestly, I'm not really like that knowledgeable when it comes to like football or the Jets. I watch, but I'm not like a expert or anything. Like I don't feel comfortable giving any football analysis. I really don't. I'm a casual man. I just casually watch. Thanks, Andrew Cool. We got Cyclops is better than Wolverine here who says they were having a mid-off promo battle. Yeah, I don't even know if we can call it a promo battle, man. I don't know what to say. Thank you, Cyclops. Hey, good to have you on, man. Liv Morgan looks like $1 million in that interview with Stephanie.
I'm here asking if you guys can make sure that Dark State don't interfere and it stays a one-on-one match.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with us. I ain't say one word to you my whole life, and now you want something from us? I'm saying you really.
That's true. Why would they bend over backwards for him?
Worried about 2 things in 26.
I don't know.
That's them tag titles and our damn self, ¿me entiendes? I'm here for 2 reasons. Because you guys are badasses, but you're also intelligent and you understand that if you get in the way of Dark State, you get 1 step closer to the NXT championships. OTM wins, Joe Hendry wins, and you guys get exactly what you're looking for, which is a direct line to the NXT Tag Team Championships.
See you next week, bro.
All right, so he's got 2 people.
We still run this division. Of course we do.
Okay, there's fatal influence.
Female superstar.
Hey, Saruka.
And tag team of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, she's still with Zarya.
Excuse me,
Ah!
You may have won 2 awards, but I don't see 2 titles around your waist anymore.
Oh, not even one.
Too bad.
Yeah, but JC, you're not a double champion anymore, are you? And this year, I'm coming for you and that title.
But I thought you were a tag team. Interesting.
They're just jealous that they
There you go. Good year. Rodeo. Big
Man.
year.
Other smiles.
Where the hell were you?
Yeah, all that out there.
I don't know who Tate Wilder is.
My business, Ethan.
Okay. Don't turn around when I'm talking to you. Oh, no, you can shut the hell up. I know who you are, Tate Wilder. You might be doing a fantastic job in Evolve, but this is NXT.
Okay.
I'm going to take a
Evolve
wild guess
guy.
and say that you want to end up here.
Well, you're not yet. So keep your mouth shut and learn a thing or two. Unlike my good pal, Miles, who is in NXT and refuses to take a lick of advice from me. But you know what? Why don't I listen to you tonight, Miles? You're right. That was none of your business because that business was for champions and challengers, and you are clearly neither. Can you hear me now, Miles?
Oh, no, he didn't. That's fucked up. Can you hear me
Don't let this
now?
guy bother you.
Can you hear me
Too
now?
late.
Do you guys remember those commercials?
Well,
Bro,
the night
that's
continues
messed up,
unless
man.
next week is
That's
Joe
messed
Hendry
up.
not
All right,
playing
so
around.
next
He wanted
Tuesday,
Deion
Joe
Lennox.
Hendry versus
He
Deion
got
Lennox. No DQ
Hendry,
match.
Lennox, no disqualification next week here on NXT. We also saw this interaction.
I forgot
between
Joe
these two
Hendry was
earlier,
also
and
on
next week it
NXT.
will be Tavion Heights facing Jasper
Troy,
Troy,
and Tavion. All right.
with
Oh,
the
it's for the Speed Championship.
And these two
Lame.
will finally try to settle their differences.
Lola
One
Vice
thing is
versus
for
Kalani.
sure,
That should be
this will
fun.
flying.
Okay, that's good.
Jordan live next week on NXT. And we also saw this moments ago as well. And
Oh,
I don't
God, we
know
gotta
if
see it
was on
again?
purpose or inadvertent. Either way, it is absolutely disgusting. But
Over?
Booker,
It's over.
Shiloh Hill will have a golden opportunity if Stacks
Shiloh Hill versus Channing Stacks for the TNA International Championship.
International Championship match. It'll happen next Tuesday, live right here on NXT. But right now, it is time for our main event of New Year's.
Oh my gosh, guys. What is happening? All right, we got Brandon Rosen here. It says, I remember that segment and thought it was one of the worst things I've seen on a wrestling show, and I like poker. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you. I remember just being like, what are we watching? So yeah, those were not good times. But they pulled it together eventually. Thank you, Brandon.
Will the first NXT of the year be historic?
Alrighty, it is main event time, guys.
Is this man about to
I love
take his
Leon.
career
If
to
Leon
new
were to
heights?
win here, I would consider that the biggest
You see him
highlight
signal
of the night
over
and the most
to this
interesting thing of the
individual. That is
night.
Carlos Silva,
And the only
the TNA
reason
president. He is here to see if the
that
youngest in
there's a
charge
chance that
can
he
make
might
some
win is because
more
Femi
history.
has already
The TNA
been
X
promoted
Division champion. Can he
multiple
win
times
the
on Raw and
NXT
SmackDown broadcasts where they keep
championship?
airing
It's our
his
main event of New
they
Year's
keep
Evil.
airing
It's
his
live,
footage.
and it's next.
And also, he had that big match with Cody Rhodes. And so it's clear that Obafemi is not going to be sticking around on NXT much longer. And he's certainly not going to be NXT champion much longer. So I don't know if this is going to be like the shocking moment of the night where a TNA wrestler could possibly win the NXT championship. After all, an NXT wrestler did hold the TNA championship. So, there's a lot there that can be happening at the moment. We'll see if it'll happen here today, though. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that we see Oba retain today? Do you think there's a chance Leon Slater might actually capture the title? We haven't had any feel-good moments really on today's show. So this could be the feel-good moment on the show. Let's see. We got Brian here who believes that Ricky will take the title back from Oba. Mind you, Ricky did say earlier that he was coming after Oba for that title again. So that is another way that they could go about it. Yep. Infamous DJ1 says TNA kind of deserves it. If Leon were to win, it would give me a lot more hope because since I know that Oba's not sticking around, I think Leon's a fantastic wrestler and he's the best wrestler that they have right now on NXT, and he's not even on NXT. Oh my God, that's crazy. Oh my God. Leon Slater is their best in-ring wrestler for the men's side, and he's not even in the company. That's crazy. That's really crazy. I'm sorry. That's crazy. We got Lewis Loves Comedy here who says, I'm hoping for Leon. We got James here who says, Oba is not losing. We got Johnny here who says, could OG throw Oba off? I hope not. Javon just signed his Raw contract. He's on to a bigger bigger things. He's on to a whole new land. Let's see. We got Andrew Olsen TV. He says, I feel like TNA winning the bout will be a long-term story thing, which probably means it's a PLE thing. True. Good point there. Mind you, January 15th, they're making their debut on AMC. Can you imagine if their TNA, one of their guys, isn't a WWE champion, WWE NXT champion? It's pretty crazy. I don't know. We'll see. And let's see what else we got here. We got 902 Soldier here who says, only TNA people to win NXT Gold was the Hardys, wasn't it? Andrew Tobel here says, isn't Oba going to the main roster soon? Mind drop it. Exactly. He is. That's the reason why. And then also Leon's like a legit good wrestler. So yeah. Matthew Landon says Denise just blew her own mind. Bro, I really did. I had a glass shatters moment. Miami Scorp says, Denise, will you be doing watch-alongs to TNA on AMC? I probably will, but only for the first episode. Maybe not for all of them, though. Plus, I also work the Busted Open shows, which would mean that I would not be able to completely finish the watch-along because I have to be ready to go on, because my show starts immediately. Sometimes it starts even before TNA actually ends. And so I have to be on the air, on the dot, which would mean that I wouldn't even be able to successfully finish my own watch along because I would already have to be getting ready to the next thing. And like, I can't be late for that. So it's just not really, doesn't really feel possible to do every week. I hate the idea of even having to end the live streams early because, you know, who wants to end the stream right before like the closing of the show, right? Like that would suck. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a little hard to do that just because of the times. We got Big Time Baxter here. It says, Denise, we all knew the men's division was in rough shape, but that segment was a great reminder of what's ahead. Ooh. Let's see what else we got here. Tracy says, I have a small crush on Leon, even though I can be his older sister. Hey, man, he's over 21, right, Leon? Let me see. I forget if he's 20 or 21. Leon Slater's 21. You're good, Tracy. You're good. We got Ledwin Bowden here. It says, personally, I think Ethan Page is our best wrestler, but I like Leon Slater too. Ethan Page is a great wrestler, but he's not. Leon Slater is a better wrestler. At least I think so. At least I think so. I guess that comes down to taste, but I do think Leon Slater's a stronger wrestler.
Well, let me tell you,
thank you, Ledwin.
This guy right here, no bread, no water, just meat. He's definitely a guy that's looking to claim his stake, not just here in NXT, but in this business. This guy, like I said, he's a generational talent. I'm talking about he's going to came through the 70s, 80s, 90s, here in the 2000s, and he's here to stay.
Well, let's go up to our ring announcer, Mike Rome.
All right, here we go. This is it. So shout out to T1 Man who just joined the stream. What's up, bro? We got Alonzo R who says the Oba my shoulders. I don't do it anymore because it hurts my shoulders.
Introducing first the challenger from Bradford, England, weighing in at 198 pounds. He is the TNA X Division Champion, Leon Slater!
Oh, nice little TNA chance. You know, TNA's heart just goes beat, 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 beat every time they hear TNA chants on WWE programming. They're like, my crush is talking about me. Isn't that crazy that that's what TNA feels like? Like TNA feels like they're in love with WWE. Does that make sense? Am I crazy? Feels like WWE's TNA's big giant crush, and TNA's like, I love you, WWE, so much, and I'll do anything for you. That's the vibe that they give with the booking. But who knows? Maybe they'll finally get one of their guys the big moment.
To bring the biggest prize on
this match should be good, though. I'm looking forward to it.
TNA. the Hardys, the only TNA wrestlers to wear NXT gold. SmackDown's Trick Williams, our women's champion JC Jane, current TNA International Champion Stax, Kalani Jordan. That's a list of NXT.
Got Maxwell here, predicts Leon's winning that belt. Hayden Cossack says TNA is that clingy girlfriend who is better off
who
your
has more weight on their shoulders.
Oh, baby.
Oh, man.
That was lightweight right there.
That's crazy.
Over Femi. But who has
Tingle
more
Dub
weight
says,
on their
I still
shoulders
think
than
of
matches
Test
like
and Albert.
Over Femi,
Well, I mean, you could think of another
25,
TNA.
And looking to kick off 26 a little bit different by taking over this whole damn business. He's got a lot of weight on his shoulder, but this kid, 21 years old, can you imagine what it would do for his career to get a win over Obafemi, the ruler here in NXT?
But not only that, he'd also become the NXT champion. And you think about the history, not many men have ever won a title at 21 years old, men or women, here in NXT. It's time to look at tonight's NXT recap presented by Progressive. Slater, of course, won a 4-way before the holidays to become the #1 contender. These two have also come face to face, but it doesn't look like it now.
We got Triple H who says it's that time. My prayers are with
How
Leon.
impressed are you with the youngest in charge at 21? You just said the age. At 21, were you in championship matches? Two companies globally recognized.
Look, I don't ever want to tell you why I was at 21 years old, but I'm going to tell you that Leon Slater, he's got a...
Booker T's like, I don't want to tell you what I was doing at 21 years old.
You swear to describe Slater like prolific, extraordinary. He's like the wind. You can
generational.
Feel it. You can feel it, but you can't touch it. But you know it's there. This kid right
like
here,
the wind.
like I say, it's hard to train for him because he's so dynamic in the middle of that ring, but he's going against
Oba.
My God,
Oba just slapped the soul out of Leon.
Leon probably just got slapped
bruh.
back to last Thursday in Impact. And take another look.
Oh my God!
Damn, they showed it again. Hurt the second time too.
That right there, that shot all over Orlando, Florida. Right
Hayden
there.
Cossack says NXT is a great show when you just listen to it.
Down and you want to think about football, you look at the X and the O's, right? How
That's hella
Slater
funny.
beat Obafemi? Not just what we've
Pete
seen.
Out Lizard says Booker T's Houston Hangover was the best. You know what I was remembering today? I was remembering Booker T's segment with Goldust at 7-Eleven. One of my favorite wrestling moments. Literally. I like dumb shit like that. Brings back like nostalgia.
Shifting some weight. Nice counter there by the champion. Leon Slater just got caught.
Too much power.
And that is
too much power.
That is a grown
Tracy
man
says, my
get
poor
caught
Leon.
By Obafemi.
So funny.
Obafemi, an NIL
oh my gosh. The way that he sold that. Did you see the way he landed on the outside?
Who's walking out NXT?
I don't think I've ever seen anyone land like that. They should have done a replay of that. Had they done they needed to do a replay of that because the way Leon landed was like, he did this like weird like thing with his body that I don't think I've ever seen anyone do it like that. Mind you, he loves AJ Styles, and AJ Styles is like the king of like selling like that and working with big men. So I feel like this is Leon being like, this is my AJ Styles moment. Like I can sell for the big guy like AJ Styles. By the way, we got Brandon Rosen. Thank you, Brandon. He says Leon's not winning. He hasn't put in his 15 years yet. Oh, Brandon. Brandon. All right, I'm officially giving you the Savage Award for the day. We got to give you the Savage Award. Savage. Tracy's like, he is dead. Yeah, for reals, man. That was crazy.
Figure out another game plan because what he brought to the table is not working here, Vic.
Maxwell here says that 7-Eleven moment was great. It really was, though. Some amazing moments. Exactly. 902 Soldier here says Booker T being stalked by Stone Cold at the grocery store and Bingo, etc. was peak entertainment. That grocery store beatdown will forever be like a top tier WWE moment. I don't care what anyone says.
NXT champion, as you've said. Perhaps the greatest North American champion of all.
Real Legend says, to be fair, but didn't put in his 15 years yet either. Savage. Hayden Cossack says, I want to see AJ get Gunther up for the Styles Clash. Crazy visual. Yeah, that would be crazy. All right, we got a minute and 22 seconds left in the commercial break. Leon's fighting.
Couple of rights
trying his best.
And just like that, gets shut
trying his best
from the champion.
When you're talking about Leon Slater, talking about maybe thinking about going out and winning this NXT championship. I think
Got Miami
that's the
Scorpio
first thing
says
that you
Booker
should be
T and
thinking
Stone
about
Cold's grocery store
in this
segment is one of my
matchup. You should be
favorite
thinking about
moments.
going out here
We got
wrestling
Sammy
this
Salon
strong
Boon. Sammy,
there
thank you
again.
so much for the
A
super
21-year-old
chat. Sammy
young
says,
man,
what
one of the
time do you
best
live stream for Raw
possibly
next week? They
can
start at 2
be.
p.m.
How deep is
So
the
I'm going to
playbook
live
for
stream
Leon Slater? I mean,
exactly when
how
Raw
far
goes
does it
live.
go?
Yeah.
That's
So
the
whatever time it
question.
goes live for you, that's the time that I'll be live streaming. And I'll try to schedule the streams a little bit more in advance than I normally do. I've gotten into this habit of like literally setting the streams up right before the show. Like today I set up the stream 30 minutes before the show. But I mean, regardless, I'll be here. So the next stream, by the way, is tomorrow's AEW's stream finally returns. And then SmackDown on Friday. That'll be the next stream after AEW. And the next week I'll be here for Raw, NXT, AEW, SmackDown. And then the week after that, Raw, NXT, AEW, SmackDown. I won't be here for Saturday night's main events because I will be out of town. But then again, Raw, NXT, AEW, and then Royal Rumble. So there's a wrestling show. I'll be here, except for Saturday night's main event. I won't be here for that. Thank you, Sammy.
And Leon Slater, this could be the best opportunity for him. This is the first time I've seen Oba Femi even stunned in this matchup. Oba, of course, 2-0 at this event. Last year, one of the opponents was SmackDown's newest signee, Trick Williams. Last year
it was Vic. I don't like this
Oba
right here. This
Femi
kid can fly.
won the NXT title for the first time this year. Looking to continue his second.
Oh, dang. There's another one, bro. Wow. Oba's trying to make Leon's heart stop. Jesus. We got Uncle Donkey here who says they did the grocery segment in a single shot, which makes it even more epic. Makes it so much, like, it's so cool the way they did it. And you can tell it was a single shot because you can tell based off of, like, how it was shot. But still, man. Austin singing, the milk splatter.
The left knee.
Fucking good times, man. I wish we got more stuff like that. That's another thing that I mentioned in my video today for those of you who haven't seen the 25 things that I want to see in the year of 2026 in WWE is more creative segments, and that is one of the things I talk about. Thank you, Uncle Dong. Nice. Ooh, nice. Took the big man down. This is where the tables turn for Leon. This is where things change. Real Legend says Oba's running chops, bro. Yeah, I was gonna say he's giving Gunther a run for his money, man.
Santana, Ryan Nemeth, they got to be on their feet right
Beautiful.
now, cheering at home. This could be it. Is that title crossing the line?
Arthur Andrew says no bread, no water, just me.
Off the mat. I can hear everyone in TNA right now screaming at the top of their lungs because that was so close for Leon Slater to make some history.
I wonder if Leon Slater got that one big shot in his arsenal that he can separate this one big man, Oba Femi.
Hey, what's up, Andrew? That sing along with The Rock was awesome. I always enjoy sing alongs with The Rock. And what's up, Canelleg? How are you doing, man? Thanks for tuning into the stream.
He will be defending that X Division championship.
902 Soldier says I'm watching that video as soon as this live stream is over.
To also be the NXT champion. Just got decleated.
When he jiving, man.
Just got grabbed.
He jiving, man.
Just got dropped. Massive choke slam.
Good night.
And the run is up.
By the way, today's post show I will be running solo because Chinadu got booked for a hosting gig. So he took another job for today.
Massive close
and obviously I support that.
Slam down by the big man. I'm gonna tell you right now, Oba Femi's looking to finish the thing right now.
And look, you think about Oba Femi, what did he show you in the match with Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event in DC?
No, it showed me that he belongs. That's the question right there.
Oh no, the leg gave out. Ouch.
Slater just came flying out of the corner. Oba again, though, is the first one back to his feet. Oba, who never seems overwhelmed, no moment.
Oh, fuck, he lifted him up. No bread, no water, just me.
I've never seen that before. Into the cover.
Not yet.
Let's not forget about that knee that just buckled
Come
there
on,
by
Leon.
Oba Femi.
Come on,
We didn't think about
Leon.
injury coming into play in this matchup, Vic.
You got to go back. That's right, but the turning point of the matchup was right here to our left.
Real Legend says, holy shit.
that steel post. That obviously takes away some of the strength advantage, does it not?
Space, that's the space. Your legs is the strongest part of the body, and if you don't have that, you don't have anything.
Again, Leon looking for a high risk, didn't get any reward this time, though, able to catch Oba for just a moment. And right now, in the wheelhouse.
Oh, baby.
I love this. Oh, God, that looks beautiful. With that camera angle. So good. So good.
That's 300
So
pounds.
good.
Leon Slater. Adrenaline will make a man do some crazy things. Oba's back in. Oba's hurt. Oba's down. And climbing right now is Leon Slater, the TNA X Division champion. Looking to make some history. Perched high above. Looking for that swan.
Big Joseph's fucking hyped for this. Oh, he got the knees up.
With the injured knee. Damage was done to the champion. He's crawling. He's pulling himself.
No. Kick out.
To retain. And this one.
Oh, beautiful.
It's close.
Damn, bro. Bro's got me reacting in Spanish.
Leon argues with the official. Hits the super kick. Charges in.
Oh, fuck. Oh, he might be dead. I think that's it.
Into the cover.
Oh, Leon. Next time, bro. Next time. Okay. So, I mean, Oba's headed for the main roster. So when is he dropping that title? Man, maybe he might drop it back to Ricky. I'm starting to think he will drop it back to Ricky then.
Matchup. And your heart's got to go out to Leon.
That was
Slater.
fun, though. That was a really
Slater
fun
was able
matchup,
to
man.
Weather the storm in this match. Was
Knew
able
WWE
to
would never give it to a
almost
TNA
overcome
guy
the
like that.
ruler who continues to dominate this brand.
I was a
as
fool to
NXT
believe.
Champion.
I was a fool to believe.
Going back the route, I mean,
Look, that was
we
awesome.
saw the athleticism.
That spot though always gives me hella anxiety because I always get scared that they're not gonna successfully go over. You know, it gives me so much anxiety to see how close. Because like he hits the top of the turnbuckle, so it's like a couple inches, man. You know?
But in the end, what goes up must come crashing down. Another fall from grace. And just like everyone,
We got let's see. Brian M here says Oba will move up on Royal Rumble.
they fall to the
When's the next big NXT show?
Champion. They fall to Oba.
I don't know when the next big NXT show is. I swear, if they have Dark State coming out right now, I'm
There's
gonna be
going
so
to be
annoyed.
A lot of opportunities for NXT.
Oh, look, they're
in
introducing the new
2026.
talent.
Javon Evans, Trick Williams.
These are the new
Lash Legend,
peeps.
and now Jordan Grace have all officially moved up to Raw and
Evolve
SmackDown,
people,
and I'm sure
LFG
there's gonna be
people
more.
that I've seen.
With that said, that opens up some space for potential NXT call-ups. You all have impressed on it.
Look, I am so sorry to interrupt. Did you see what Oba just did?
What? No.
Oh, don't tell. Oh, this is it. I think he's just leaving the title. Wait. So he's just leaving the. Wait, what? There's Tony D? No. No, guys. No. He vacated the title instead of just dropping it to Leon. And they're really teasing Tony D as the next guy? No. No. Oh my God. I'm sorry, but I got a lot of thoughts on this. And they're not gonna be favorable. Sorry, I'm processing at the moment. I'm processing my thoughts right now. I got a post show to do. So fuck, man. We got to get right into it. Okay, give me exactly 30 seconds while I God damn, that's like the worst thing about having to do a post show. when you only got like 30 seconds to think about what you just saw. Damn it. I don't know. Oh God. All right, well, it is what it is. Let's get to it. All right, hold on. Let me just send my editor a text. Oba, retaining. Oba, sorry, hold on. Oba with title. Hold on, guys. Oba with title. Me shocked face. Hold on, guys. My editor has to do my thumbnail, and so I always send him like the big thing that happened on the show immediately afterwards so that I can have the thumbnail by the time I'm done with the show. So it's like Oba with title, me shocked face. Okay, cool. All right. Damn. All right, guys, let's get to it. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? It is the first NXT post show of 2026, New Year's Evil, and we have a lot to get into. Before we get started, just a heads up, Chinadu is not here with us today, but he will be back next week. So I'm running solo today, but we have so much, and we just came out with an outcome here of the show that literally we just saw Oba Femi vacate the NXT championship. Now, I got a lot of thoughts on this, man, and there's one thing that I like about this, but there's more things that I don't like about this, and let me explain to you why. So first and foremost, today kind of felt like we were closing a chapter on NXT and stepping into a brand new chapter of NXT. Even the way that they closed out the show kind of by introducing some of the evolved talent and those people, and Ava basically telling them, hey, you know, clearly a lot of people are being called up, so there is space for people to come into NXT right now. So the next couple of weeks, I imagine that we're going to have to start getting used to some new faces on the show, which they started to trickle some in, but we are kind of in a place right now where the men's NXT division is very, very slim. We lost Javon. We already knew we were going to lose Oba. We lost Trick. So we're losing people, right? But also, and we'll talk about the women in just a second, but let's talk about Oba. So Oba successfully defended today against Leon Slater. Now, Leon Slater is a brilliant wrestler. He is awesome. He's very entertaining. He's very similar in terms of in-ring style to Javon Evans, which you guys have seen because they tag team together and all of that. However, he is a TNA wrestler. He's ex-TNA X Division champion. And to me, if anything were to ever tell us what WWE kind of sees the TNA wrestling partnership as, to me, this kind of told it. So first of all, in a way, so I'm kind of torn. I do like Oba vacating the title because Oba goes out strong, right? He goes out strong. He knows that the time is gone. It's over with him in the NXT championship, but he successfully defended it in a way where he looks extremely dominant by winning and not actually losing, never dropping the title. So it goes to show, the way that he vacated the title goes to show that when he gets to the main roster, this guy is going to be booked very, very, very fiercely. He's not going to be, a wimp on the show. He's not going to be no jobber, no mid-carder, none of that. The way he vacated the title, the way that he had that match with Cody Rhodes, the way that he had that confrontation with Cody Rhodes, the way that they've done some of the things that they've done with Oba Femi, because of the way his physique is, because of the way he's connected with the people, I think we can safely say there are big things in store for Oba Femi, and the people, the office sees it and recognizes it, and the people see it and recognize it. So on one hand, I did like him vacating the title. But on the other, I'm like, damn, you could have also had this massive moment where you have a young guy who is so talented win that title. Now, if Leon Slater, I truly believe if Leon Slater had been an NXT wrestler, he would have definitely gotten that strap. But because this guy is not an NXT wrestler, but a TNA wrestler, they weren't gonna do that. Like, they weren't gonna have defeat Obafemi. They weren't gonna have a TNA guy, win the title, their NXT World Championship. Now, granted, you guys are probably thinking, well, wait a minute, you had an NXT wrestler win the TNA World Championship, but there's levels to this, okay? We've pretty much established that we know that TNA is more willing to how do I say this? What's the proper wording that I'm looking for? They're more to bend over backwards. Let's just say that. They're more willing to bend over backwards for WWE. I don't think WWE is really going to go that far with TNA. Like, they're giving them bones here and there, and it's great and whatever, but they're not going to go all the way, right? Like, they give them cute little teases, but maybe get first, second base, but they ain't going all the way with TNA. That's what that made me feel. But Leon Slater and Obafemi, though, fucking killed it in this match, man. They fucking killed it. This was a power versus speed kind of match because Leon Slater is a very strong high flyer, and of course, Obafemi is all the power in the world. But throughout this match, man, one of the things that stood out to me the most, well, two things that really stood out to me. One, all of a sudden, Obafemi is giving Gunther a run for his money because the way that he executed those freaking chops on Leon Slater, I'm like, dude, he's not dead. You trying to kill him out here? You're trying to revive him? Or what are you doing to this man's chest? What are you doing to this man's heart? Because you are hella hitting him very, very hard. So that was one thing that stood out to me, was the brutality of the chops on Leon Slater. But also, Leon Slater is a student of the game. He's a 21-year-old young guy that is a student of the game. People that he looked up to. AJ Styles, who gave Leon Slater the rub at Bound for Glory. What I loved about this match was that Leon Slater basically took a lot of influence from AJ Styles, and we already knew that, right? Like, we already knew that. But more specifically, it was very noticeable in this particular match. It was very noticeable in this particular match because of the way that he was selling for Obafemi. We all know that AJ Styles' bread and butter is selling for big guys, getting thrown around the ring, and we know that's what AJ Styles does. And seeing Leon Slater take from that and really implement it into this match, it was very, very noticeable, and I loved it. I love seeing that, man, because if you're gonna try to emulate anybody in this business, AJ Styles is the guy, and a million guys have tried to emulate AJ Styles. So no, I loved the match. I thought the match was awesome. Had some mixed feelings about the vacating and not actually dropping the title, but I can't really complain too much because I did think that it basically set up Obafemi for bigger, cool things that we all know he's going to the main roster. And we knew that. We knew that he was going to the main roster, but him vacating the title basically tells us what the presentation of Obafemi is going to be like on the main roster. So it's looking fucking good for Obafemi, which is, and by the way, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but when Obafemi got signed to WWE, this was, it was when WWE did their Las Vegas tryouts. And this is kind of crazy. So, I was there at those tryouts, and I remember seeing like all the talent, and I remember Triple H spoke to the media that day, and that was the day that people found out, like, hey, we are, you found out who was getting hired by WWE and who wasn't. And I remember walking in this big giant hallway of the hotel that they were at, and it had been after the tryouts had been, people had already found out whether or not they had been signed. And I remember seeing two guys, and they were down the hallway. And, this was a couple years ago. And I started to think like, damn, I need like some good coverage. I need some like, trying to get some scoops, trying to see what I can find out. I'm on the scene. I'm on location, trying to get some deets and stuff. So I see two guys down the hallway, and I go down to them. One of them, the two of them were together, and I asked them, I was like, hey, I'm a reporter, blah, blah, blah. I work for blah, 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 whatever, introduce myself, etc. And I asked them, hey, did any of you guys get hired by WWE? And lo and behold, I was talking to Oba Femi. Of course, at the time, I did not know that was Oba Femi. And I remember him telling me, like, yeah, I got signed. This is my background. I'm really excited. And I was like, dude, congratulations. And I broke the news on Twitter that day that he had been signed. And his friends that he had been there with, or I don't know if it was his friend, but whoever was there with him, that was walking with him, was not signed. And that guy was also like a really big, meaty dude, and he wasn't signed. So I always remember that, and like seeing where he was at that day and where he's at now, it's so crazy to see. I love when I see people's dreams come true. That to me is the coolest thing. That is why I love indie wrestling, for example, when you see those guys that are hustling out in the indies and then they finally make it to the big times, right? They finally make it to WWE or whatever. And obviously it's a little bit different now, but in this particular case, seeing someone go out there and answer a tryout because, you know, they're an athlete and they just decided to give WWE a try for whatever reason. And then lo and behold, now this guy is, you know, wrestling Cody Rhodes on a massive show, is a former NXT champion, and is most likely bound to be a WWE champion in the next year or so, or God knows how long. And that to me is so freaking cool. So seeing Oba Femi's growth, fantastic, man. I'm very excited for him. And we already knew he was going to the main roster, so that's not really necessarily news, but regardless, obviously we still need to discuss all of that. But let's go ahead and get into the rest of the show and what everybody was talking about here. So we got Brandon Rosen here, says 15 years, Denise, 15 years. Brandon, you're a naughty boy. All right, we got C Noah 8546 here, says cool visual though. Oba leaving the title there. Yes, exactly. I do agree with that, C Noah. Arnold Nicholson Jr. And you know what? Now here's the thing though, C Noah, going back to that. They had cut, we didn't actually see him leaving the championship there. It was Robert Stone who came into the room and was basically saying, like, hey, did you just see what Oba did? And then by the time we got out there, the title was already there. Part of me wishes that we would have actually seen Oba Femi put the title down and basically, you know, say goodbye and bounce out, right? Part of me does kind of wish that we would see it, but the fact that they didn't go about it that way, I also think was to keep a little bit of more of that mystery that Oba has. Because Oba has a mysterious layer to him. And I think that, like, him not showing, like, him being human and, like, leaving the bout there and showing those emotions, him just leaving the bout takes the emotion of seeing his emotion and leaves it out. So yeah, I don't know, man. That was a very interesting shot. That a really interesting call as to how they decided that they were going to do that. So I'm curious to see what like production and why they decided to do it that way. But regardless, very interesting. All right, we got Arnold Nicholson Jr. here who says going to have a men's tournament for the NXT title, most likely since the title is vacant, unless they who knows what they decide to do. Ricky Sainz had cut a promo earlier on in the show saying he still wants the title. And let's be real, there's only a couple people that we could legitimately see holding that NXT championship. That's the other big thing that we need to get into is how slim the NXT men's division is. It's kind of scary. And I know there's bodies. Don't get me wrong. There are bodies there. But right now, there's a difference between bodies and those people that you know are going to be big, massive stars. Of course, there's a lot of people we still haven't really gotten to see yet. There's a lot of people that are still developing, but it's going to take a second. It's going to take a second for that men's division to flourish once again. Because when I look at that division, to me, like the biggest people there are Ricky Sainz, Ethan Page, Joe Hendry, who I keep forgetting is on NXT. I just keep forgetting he's on the show. And those, like everybody else to me is like a couple notches below that. And so it's going to be hard. Like, they even had a segment today with Ethan Page was out there, Channing Stacks, Shyla Hill, Josh Briggs, and a couple of other people. And people were like, wow, like, this is our division. This is where we're at right now. Like, this is slim pickings, man. So I really hope two things. One, I hope that the talent that we haven't seen yet really, really blossom, really come through. And also, I do hope that the talent that's already there, I hope that we start to see them really grow into their roles. So I'm not writing them off completely, but hey. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention, Tony D. Completely forgot to mention Tony D. Tony D was staring at that NXT championship. That part didn't get me excited at all. That was actually the part I didn't like. And that's why I even forgot to talk about it. I didn't like that part because I like Tony D as a character. I haven't been won over by Tony D in the ring. And mind you, we've been seeing him now for several years on the show. And that's the part where I'm kind of struggling. And that's why I thought, oh no, like, that's not something I'm totally in love with. I hope it was just a tease. I'm sorry, but I would really have to be won over right now by Tony D to say that I would want him to be the next NXT champion, because I tend to favor, I'm going to be real with you guys, I tend to favor guys that can really go in the ring versus character-only based wrestlers. Sure, granted, there's people that win me over regardless, but I just lean more towards the wrestler. That's a little bit more of where my interest lies. And that's why the Tony D reveal at the end, staring down the belt, didn't necessarily do too much for me. We got an NYLG and D38 here who says, WTF happened? You know something, don't you? Me? Not me. I don't know nothing. I'm as clueless as Blue's Clues. Sorry, I couldn't think of anything else that had clueless in the name. Oh, man, I should have said, like, clueless as clueless, like Cher in the movie. Okay, whatever. I was trying to come up with a joke. I couldn't think that fast on my toes. Thank you so much for the super chat, though. We got Jacob Tatum here who says, thoughts on the women's North American title landscape, plus what's next for Blake Thea Hale, plus who would you have chosen to answer the open challenge? So, Jacob, that was a part of the show that I wasn't crazy about. So, a couple of things to note here. Blake Monroe has been rumored to go up to the main roster. And that's not surprising at all, right? Like, I was actually more surprised that Blake didn't go directly to the main roster when she got signed to WWE, given the tremendous time that she had while she was in AEW. I would have imagined that she would go directly to the main roster, but she went to NXT instead. So that's great. That's amazing. Awesome. Blake Monroe was not supposed to lose her NXT North American Championship. Thea ended up winning. That was a whole controversy, whatever. So today, when we got this matchup, there was, two schools of thought, right? They either put the title back on Blake Monroe and they finish off whatever it is that they had planned for Blake Monroe to originally do, or you go with Thea Hale and you try to find and make a new direction out of this. However, once the rumors came out that Blake Monroe was, heading to the main roster, that's when a lot of people started to be like, okay, she's most likely not getting that championship back. And now we're in a world where Thea gets attacked. So they do the match. They're about to do the match, excuse me. The match is scheduled to happen. It opens the show, but Thea gets attacked by Blake Monroe. So at that point, you're going, all right, this match is not happening. And that's the point where you realize Blake Monroe is not getting that championship back, and she is most definitely headed to the main roster. But she might not be headed just right away. So here's what they did. They ended up doing the attack. So Blake attacks Thea. And then afterwards, Ava yells at Blake and tells her, you're banned from the building. You cannot be here. So where we left off with Blake, she's just banned. She's just banned from the building. We don't know how long she's banned from the building for. She could just be banned forever, and next thing you know, she pops up on Raw or SmackDown, or she can still come back and finish things off and then make her way over to Raw and SmackDown. So however it is that they decide to close that chapter, or hell, maybe it's already closed, who knows, right? We'll find out in the next couple of weeks how they end up going about Blake Monroe's debut onto the main roster. Now, that left Thea basically saying, I'm going to do an open challenge because I promised the people a match and I'm going to deliver to the people. And she's a sweetheart, so she's going to want to deliver. They did an open challenge, and everybody was kind of thinking like, oh, maybe it'll be Jordynne Grace, because Jordynne Grace has been sort of hanging around Thea. So there was maybe a chance that it could be Jordynne Grace. However, during the watch along, someone brought up a good point. Jordynne Grace is also going to the main roster. We just saw her on SmackDown. She doesn't have an official home yet, but she's going to go to the main roster too. So you can consider her done and gone already. And that's when you realize, okay, well, she's not going to go and be in that open challenge, because whoever's in this open challenge is going to win. Okay, Thea was not 100% going into this match after the attack. And so we knew whoever goes into this match is winning this title. And they did the bit that they've done a couple of times now, where all of the women's division goes out there and they're all fighting, trying to get their spot. But then Tatum Paxley came out with a chainsaw, so she makes her way through. Tatum Paxley earlier in the day, though, had defeated Izzy Dame, because they're also feuding. So they did the thing that they've done a couple of times now, where somebody comes from behind and attacks and thus gets themselves the open challenge. That ended up being Izzy Dame. And when Izzy Dame attacked Thea Hale, we all knew, all right, Izzy Dame is winning that NXT North American Championship. Izzy Dame winning was not ground shaking per se. I was saying this earlier, and I'm going to reiterate, because this is exactly how I feel about what we're seeing right now with Izzy. It's clear that the storyline that she had with Tatum Paxley was to really get Izzy Dame on the map on NXT. However, for whatever reasons, the NXT crowd has not linked up, has not connected with Izzy Dame just yet. I don't think that I would consider her a fan favorite on the show. And it's more so that Izzy, I think, is chosen by the office versus being chosen by the fans. And that is coming through more than ever, because when she won, unfortunately, there was no reaction whatsoever. Now, Izzy Dame is not bad. Izzy Dame is not bad. She just hasn't connected with the audience. And the win today, the reveal was kind of disappointing. And then the actual victory was also kind of just like, all right, cool, whatever. Let's just see whatever happens next, right? Like, this is where we're at. So I do think that because the women's division is loaded, the NXT North American, because there are so many good women on NXT, the championship picture for both the NXT Championship and the NXT North American Championship is never gonna, suck right now, because they have so many women. But where we're at right now with the champions, I don't really feel is like top. Like, I'm not really excited about it, right? Because we also had JC Jane successfully retain her NXT Women's Championship, where she defeated Kendall Gray. And we were talking earlier about being chosen by the fans and also being chosen by the office. That's Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray she has won everybody over, right? She really, really has. And I think a lot of people wanted to see Kendall Gray have the rocket strapped to her, have her come out on top and win that NXT Women's Championship, but it's not happening just yet. Also, before the show, there was a Fightful Select report that also says that I think they're interested in having JC Jane also get called up to the main roster. So she's somebody that I'm also not expecting to be there much longer. Mind you, JC Jane has been there for a very long time. So this heel run that she's had as NXT Women's Championship, this seems to have been, this is looking like it's going to be her golden ticket up to the main roster. So hopefully it works out for her. But as of right now, she's sticking around from the looks of it a little longer because she is still holding on to that championship. But right now, I'm not really excited about either the NXT Women's Champion or the NXT North American Women's Champion. I'm hoping that my mind can be changed. We'll see. I think that Izzy Dame has a task ahead of her now to just go out there and do a good job. And today's match that she had with Tatum, by the way, wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't a bad match. Like, she went out there and they had a much better match than the match that they had at Deadline, because they were actually wrestling instead of just doing this hugging and eye contact thing that they were doing in that Deadline match. That was kind of weird. But now the match was a definite improvement. We got Mr. Acosta here, by the way, who says Oba is going to interfere in the Cody Drew match. Oh, I forgot about that. It's 3 stages of hell. That's a really good prediction, Mr. Acosta. Thank you for sharing that. We got Bob Ross Jr. here, who says, reminder, Asuka vacated the title before she got called up, so they doing it with Oba. Also, Oba and Blake probably just had the most protected call-up I've ever seen. Thank you so much for reminding me of that, Bob, because I had completely forgotten about that, about Asuka vacating. Thank you for that. We got Frank in the building. Hey, Frank. He says, hello, my fearless leader. Hope all is well. Loving the look. Hair on point as always. Bummed I only saw my Blake for a quick second, but mad. Izzy one out of everyone else it could have been. Lola, Jada. What was that Ethan segment? So I think Frank kind of echoes the similar sentiments that I've been seeing from people throughout the entire watch along that we were doing, which was a lot of people going with the Ethan segment, just kind of being a little bit let down with the options on the table right now for the men's division. And then again with Izzy Dame, the office clearly likes her. It's been obvious for a very long time. And now it's her chance to win the fans over as a heel, because that's what she is. So now that's her next task, is to go out there and prove that she can be a good heel. That's exactly what JC Jane did, by the way. JC Jane has won people over because she's a really good heel. She gets under your skin. And so at least we saw JC Jane do that. Now let's see if Izzy Dame can do that. Izzy Dame also has a really good look, so I think there's a lot potential. There's a lot of potential there. We got the thank you so much, Frank. We got the Juan G show. What's up, Juan? He says when JC Jane inevitably gets called up, I want to see her bring Fatal Influence with her. Main roster is overdue for a badass female heel faction. So Juan, you know, I've actually seen a couple of people say this to me now, that they want the entire group get called up. I think Lainey needs to stick around on NXT a little bit longer, because I still think she needs time to cook and get ready and all of that. Fallon Henley, definitely main roster, can go to the main roster too. I was actually even thinking, like, if they did something of like reforming the group, I would even like to see something where it's like Fallon Henley, JC Jane, and Ivy Nile, because we've been seeing a more aggressive version of Ivy Nile on Monday Night Raw. So I'm wondering if maybe there's a potential to do a different version of Fatal Influence on the Raw brand. Thank you, Juan. We got Uncle Donk here who says Oba to go over Brock for his final career match. Oh my God. Hey, it could happen, man. Him or Braun Breaker. If you were going to put your money on anybody, it would either be Oba or Braun. Thank you, Uncle Donk. We got Sheldon Jackson here who says, thank you, Sheldon. He says, I've said this since the agreement happened. TNA is... You're really going to make me read this on the air, Sheldon? What the hell? Okay, just a disclaimer, everybody. This is Sheldon's words and not mine. He says, I've said this since the agreement happened. TNA is WWE's bottom bitch. I think a conversation in question must be asked. The question, which promotion treated TNA better, WWE or AEW? Thoughts on who? Oh my gosh. I think they could have done a lot more. AEW and TNA could have done a lot more. So I would still say WWE, because I feel like it's been longer. Hasn't it been longer? Has the partnership been longer with WWE and TNA than the AEW TNA one? Or am I just like completely fucking up my perception of time right now? It was such a long time ago that at this point I don't even remember, because I felt like there were some really, like there were some moments like when AEW had, because AEW was really hot during that time when they were partnering with TNA. And I remember tuning into TNA for the AEW related stuff. And it made me feel like I had to watch TNA. So, and then with WWE's partnership, I don't know that have felt like I've had to watch TNA, but I watch TNA because it's my job, right? But if it wasn't my job, I don't know that they would have necessarily made me tune in. I'm not really too positive on that. We'll see. I think I probably would have just watched on the NXT side of things. So I don't know if that's an answer, but thank you, Sheldon. We also got Bobby Means 383, who just became a brand new member. Welcome, Bobby. We also got Alex Day. Alex, thank you so much for the super chat. Alex says, with the call-ups, do you foresee a lot of releases as well? I hope not. I never tried to think about things like that, but obviously that's just the world we live in, and I don't think releases are ever gonna stop. You know how it is. You know that there's always that time period of the year where you do get those releases, and unfortunately, you know that not everybody is gonna make it. Like, it would be naive to say that every single person that you're seeing right now on NXT or Evolve is gonna make it to the main roster. We've seen too much of that not happen for people. So it would be naive to say that that stuff isn't going to happen anymore, but I'm pretty sure it will. But it's the unfortunate, ugly part of the business. I would much rather have people finish out their contracts and, then, call it a day rather than like get released, because that always just sucks terribly for anybody, whether or not you're a fan of that person. You never want to see anybody lose their job. Thank you so much, Alex Day. We got Sultan of Wrestling here, who says SmackDown next week is in London. Blake's hometown. Thank you for reminding me that SmackDown is in London next week, because I know they're doing the whole Europe. Not next week. Aren't they in Berlin next week? I thought they were in Berlin next week. Sorry, I'm probably confusing the Raw and SmackDown schedules at this point, because it was so many cities to remember. But regardless, they do got a SmackDown upcoming date in London. So thank you, Joseph Boza just says they are in Berlin this week. Okay, so then I'm guessing maybe it's the week after. Okay, whatever. But at some point, they're going to have a SmackDown in London. So Sultan of Wrestling, yes, that is a really good theory to have. Blake Monroe call up during that, whenever they do that show in London. Yeah, definitely something that I would be expecting for sure. Thank you so much, Sultan of Wrestling. We got Bobby Means 383 here, who says, in my opinion, I think Fallon is going to turn on Fatal Influence and possibly win the bout. I could see her being a face of that division. She's a great baby face. I've been saying this, like, I feel every single week at this point. I had to stop saying it because I'm like, I sound like a broken record. Girl, come up with something new. But legit, she is a great baby face, and I've been waiting for her to break things off with Fallon with Fatal Influence for the longest time. But then again, I'm also still waiting for Zarya and freaking Soruka to end their damn friendship. Those are two friendships that I really want to end. Oh, that makes me sound like a horrible person. I'm out here rooting for friendships to end. Terrible person. I'm sorry. Thank you, Bobby. We got Jacob Tatum here, who says, does Soul beat JC so she can go to the main roster? I would love to see Soruka as NXT Women's Champion. I'd be fucking thrilled. And they did have that backstage segment today. So, Jacob, you might actually be onto something. Hey, Chinadu, oh, good. Chinadu. He says, Happy New Year. Love y'all. See y'all next week. Chinadu came on here to make sure that he's still on next week. He's like, I'm going to make sure Denise hasn't replaced me. Thank you, Chin, and have fun today. We got Uncle Don here, who says Fightful confirms Blake Monroe heading to the main roster. Yeah, I had seen that earlier before the show, so I think at that point we were basically going like, all right, it's happening. I'm so happy for her, by the way. Oh, and I got my Blake Monroe shirt on today, so a really great day to wear my Blake Monroe shirt. Also, for those of you who haven't seen my interview with Blake, well, she was Technically, my interview was with Mariah May because she was still in AEW, but we talk a lot about like non-AEW stuff in that interview too. So if you're a fan of Blake Monroe, you can still check out my interview with Mariah May because it's still the same person and she talks about her real life. So you can check out that interview. Thank you so much, Uncle Donk. Alrighty, we also got Sultan of Wrestling who says, knowing HBK, he'd have Soul defeat JC at Vengeance Day to then lose to Zarya. It's 10 and deliver so she could get called up too. Possibly, man. I haven't been too obsessed with Zarya on NXT. I think she has a fantastic look, but I still haven't necessarily been won over by Zarya just yet. So for her to become NXT Women's Champion, I think there's still a ways to go before I can kind of get there with Zarya. But Soruka, I'm all in, baby. Like I'm in there. I'm in there completely with Soruka because I just think she's so freaking awesome and such a brilliant performer. So definitely something to get into. Alrighty, guys. Did I already talk about everything that went down on the show? Damn, I think I did. Hold on. Yep, I did. Alrighty, guys. Damn, I don't know how that happened so quickly. It feels like it all just got, thrown in together. But that, my friends, was NXT New Year's Evil. That is where we're at right now. It's going to be fun covering NXT for this year. And I'm hoping for big things to happen and cool things to happen. But we are kind of getting into this new chapter of NXT. So expect some things to look a little different on the show, especially with so many call-ups for Jordan Grace being gone, Blake Monroe, you name it, possibly JC Jane, all of these people. So there's a lot of changes coming. So the next couple of episodes of NXT is probably going to be a time to get used to these changes. But anyways, that is it. Oh, we got a super chat here from Jacob Tatum here who says, Chinadu still has the co-host job. # we miss Chin. Yes, Chinadu is still employed. Thank you, Jacob. Alrighty, guys, that is it for me here today. Reminder that I do post daily pro wrestling content on this channel. I do the watch-alongs, I do the post-show reviews, and I also do videos earlier in the day. I dropped one today that is up right now, and it is 25 things that I want to see happen in WWE for the year 2026, and they're oddly specific. So if you want to check that out, go check it out. It's up right now on the channel. Go give that video some love, and I will be back here tomorrow for some AEW Dynamite coverage, and later this week some Friday Night SmackDown coverage. Alrighty, everyone, catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.